Alright, y'all, welcome back. We are back in Truck Sim and driving a cattle trailer today is what I think we're gonna do. At least for a minute. But welcome back, y'all. We're getting a little bit of a more of a later morning stream in for me. I got off my 312s and I slept forever, so all right, let's see what we got for jobs. Does Roswell have cows? They don't. Damn, that's the one problem with the livestock trailer. And I was kind of hoping it'd be a little bit better. But it looks like we're gonna have to go out of our way a little bit. Yeah, let's do this and run into Amarillo. I don't know how long we'll run the cattle trailer if the jobs are still that limited. I was kind of hoping it wouldn't be that way anymore. Excuse me, sir. I'm making a legal U-turn here. Jeez. All right, and we're off. And I'm gonna need to pull over and repair my truck. At some point, we're good on fuel. And we gotta go a little bit out of town here to get those pigs. Get some pigs. Dish Dog, what's up, man? It's good to see you. How's it going, dude? How's it going? Oh, Roswell. I had to fast travel up to Roswell to get this trailer. I like running this trailer, I do, but like I was saying, those jobs are just a little bit too limited. There we go. So I think I'm kind of, look out, man. Now that we're getting into these new streaming schedules and stuff, and we're getting in consistent streams every week, things have been going pretty good. Get out of my way, truck. Get out of my way, truck. Things are going pretty good, but I'm kind of reformulating in my head the best ways it's going to work for me, right? I got confirmation from my boss yesterday that my 312s are usually going to be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, which that's what I asked for. And she said most of the time that's going to be fine. So that's what I was hoping for. That's good. And then once that starts, which that schedule block will start, I think it's like 3 weeks away. So once that schedule block starts, we'll kind of just do that. Most weeks will be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Aspen, what's up, man? Over on YouTube, welcome in. And then we'll kind of start trying to formulate how I'm going to try to pick consistent days and stream those same days every week. So it'll probably be like Saturdays or Sundays, and then Mondays and Tuesdays, right? Then go back to work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Now what I'm finding, that's kind of what we're doing right now. The only thing that's different right now is that I'm not always working Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. That doesn't start for a few more weeks, so it's a little bit more random, but that's kind of what we've been up to the last couple weeks on the channels. But what I think I'm finding is I kind of been flipping my schedule, not necessarily on purpose, but I've kind of been flipping my schedule after my 312 since I'm on night shift for work. I'm flipping my schedule back around, not really on purpose, but I get off of my 312s, I come home and go to sleep during the day like I normally do, but I end up oversleeping because I don't have to go to work the next night. So I kind of end up oversleeping, and I end up tired enough that I can go back to sleep at nighttime, like regular nighttime. And then I'm waking up at like 3 or 4 o'clock the next, like this morning is that morning for this week. I'm waking up like 3 or 4 a.m. And then my schedule's like really weird for the first day or two of my days off work. My schedule's just real strange. So I don't know. I'm trying to figure out the sleep thing. And whether or not I'm going to want to keep flipping schedules back and forth like every week. Go back to days for a couple days on my day off and then use a couple days leading into my work schedule to flip back over to nights, which is what we did last week. And I guess it's what we're going to do this week because I woke up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning again. But I don't know. We're going to figure it out. One thing that I know that I'm going to be doing is I think I'm going to limit music streams to 1 stream a week. I think I'm going to stream the live music stuff on my music channel, so it doesn't have anything to do with the gaming stuff right here. But I think I'm only going to do that once a week because I have found I'm trying to upload videos every day, Monday through Sunday, and I'm kind of like bulk recording them in 1 day period and then editing them and then putting them into an auto uploader thing so they just go up throughout the week without me having to do anything. So when I'm at work, they're just posting on their own. And I did that this week. It worked pretty well. The truck sim videos in particular are doing really, really good. Hey, look, there's the Roswell. Oh, damn. Hold on. Good God, dude. We're just spitting cars. Oh, look at that guy. Look at him behind the sign. All right. My apologies to the citizens of Truck Sim. Sean, what's up, man? Welcome back. Or welcome in. How much weight you driving? I don't know. I didn't check. We just got a bunch of pigs back here. Your birthday's next month. No one will say happy early birthday. Well, happy early birthday, man. Happy birthday. Oh, no joke, dude. Look at that. The TikTok chat shows up and they're dead now. Yeah, them pigs ain't gonna make it, dude. They got in the wrong truck. That's a good one, man. That's a good one, Casey. Yeah, TikTok chat shows up in my stream software now. It didn't do that last week. That's good though. I don't have to throw the chat in. And Small Town 17, thank you for the first follow of the night on TikTok. T-Rex for you, buddy. Thank you for joining the crew. Grant, what's up, man? It's good to see you. We got Dish Dog on Kick over there. Caden, thank you for that follow as well, brother. Welcome. And Sean, of course, man. No problem. Well, I'm glad I can make your day. Anyway, my train of thought as we just wreck into stuff everywhere. I'm gonna do live music streams only once a week, I think. Instead of trying to do like 2 or 3 of those on top of streaming every day I have off on gaming, I'm just gonna do music once a week. I think that'll kind of be enough for that if I'm uploading music videos every day anyway. I think that's what I'm gonna do. And then we'll still try to do the gaming streams 3 or 4 days a week and keep those videos posting every day, Monday through Sunday. But that one, like getting rid of the music streams, the 2 extra music streams will give me time to make those videos. Because I sat down the other day, the day before my shift started, because I work my 312s all in a row and I don't get to do anything at all except for sleep and go to work for 3 days. It's worth it to have the 4 days off, but those 3 days, man, I'm out of commission. Joey, what's up, boss? Welcome in. So what I tried to do is I was like, all right, I got to go in like a day. I need to make all these videos so that way they can post up through the whole week. And I got it all done, but it took me hours and hours and hours, right? Because I had to record 6 different, I had already done Mondays. So I had to record 6 different music videos, edit them, put them all in the auto uploaders with captions and titles and all that crap. And then I had to do the same thing for the gaming stuff, which didn't take quite as long because it's just clips from the stream. But all in all, man, that's 12 videos that I got to go through and edit. And I sat down to do them all in one sitting and it worked out. I got it done. But it took me all night long and I didn't get to stream at all that day. So I think it's worth it to have that content posting consistently. But I think to make that happen, we're going to have to kind of see what we do with the streaming schedule. I think 1 music stream a week and then 2 or 3 gaming streams a week, preferably 3. And we'll just kind of play it by ear and see how it all shakes out. But once my schedule block starts in a few weeks, I'll be working Wednesday, Thursdays, and Fridays. Do a flip. See if he sticks that landing. Look at him. Look at that, dude. Like a boss. That's a pro driver right there. We need to hire that dude. I have a wheel behind me, man. I'm just not using it. I don't use it much. Small Town says, I'm sad. What's going on, bro? And yeah, I got a steering wheel. I just never plug it in. I'm going to have to start plugging that wheel in, and you guys are going to give me hell for it. I just haven't set it back up since I went back to college and started streaming again, so we're only back into streaming for a couple weeks here, and I just haven't even set the wheel up yet. I'm gonna have to redo all the settings and stuff on it, so I just haven't got to it, but I'll do it. We'll get the wheel going eventually. There's the truck right there. Got my name on it. It's got my logo on the front. Sawyer, what's up? Kai in the chat says, can I see the truck? So, yep, one of my viewers made this for me back in the day, Cobra. I haven't seen him around in a long time, but back when we were leaving Facebook partnership and going over to Twitch, you see the Twitch logo on the back. When we were leaving Facebook, before I quit streaming to go back to college, he made this for us. Now that I'm done with college and back into my regular job and all that, and now that I get to stream again, I haven't caught up with him. But hopefully he's still around and doing well. Sawyer, thank you for the follow, bud. Welcome to the crew. You guys got us to, I think, 3 new followers on TikTok already. 49 likes, guys. Don't forget to tap that screen if you're in here. Joey, what's up, man? Joey with that TikTok follow too. It's good to see you, buddy. Yeah, Crowned. Yep. So that was our brand on Facebook, and when I quit Facebook and went to Twitch, I just made new channels. I kind of wanted to start over, so I just made new channels all around. We're actually still using that channel on Facebook. That channel was somewhere around 15,000 followers on Facebook, and I didn't want to delete that one and start over. Right? I didn't want to start that one over. So the Facebook channel that we're on right now is the same Facebook page, but I changed the name of it. Every other channel I just started fresh. I kind of wanted a fresh start after Facebook. Facebook burnt me out pretty hard. But it's been going good. Yep, Joey, you have, man. You have. Some of you guys have been around since Mixer. A couple of y'all YouTube before that, yeah. It's been a long time, dude. I've been doing this for damn near a decade, all in all. Now, we got to delete the last 3 years because when I went back to college, I barely streamed. I did stream a little bit when I was in nursing school, but not enough to call yourself a streamer, you know? Longer than 4. Oh, look at that. Where's it going? Where'd you come from? Where'd you go? There he is. Him spinning on the nose like that, like a little ballerina. That was some style points right there, little car. Got some style points. Yeah, Sean, welcome back. Welcome back, my friend. I'm glad to see that the TikTok chats show up in this multi-stream chat now. That's nice. You guys got us to 1,190 likes on TikTok. Thank you for that. Sean, thank you for the sub, boss. Thank you. Grant, thank you for the likes on Facebook. Thor, thank you for the likes on Facebook. We got Juan and Michael dropping likes on Facebook as well, I think. But yeah, it's been a long time, right? We've been doing really good on the TikTok streams since we rebooted the last couple weeks. TikTok is usually popping off. Granted, I'm usually live a little bit earlier than this. I'm usually going live like 4 a.m. or something. And maybe that's just like a dead zone with competition. I don't know. But we're getting a bit of a later start today. I am going to stream tonight again. I don't know what we're going to do yet, though. I'm either going to try some Flight Sim, because we've been talking about doing Flight Simulator on the channel. So tonight, I might stream some Flight Simulator. It'll be pretty late, I think. Probably after midnight. Maybe some Flight Simulator. But if Zach wants to after work, some of you guys know Zach, one of my buddies from way back in the YouTube days. If he wants to after work, we might stream Skate, just to get some multiplayer stuff in. Jeremiah, thank you for the follow on TikTok, man. Welcome to the crew. All right, let's see if we can get skinny. Oh, why would you cut me off right there, dude? I was trying to not hit you. All right, we're flying, y'all, 140 miles an hour. We are gonna ditch this livestock trailer here in a minute, though. We're gonna ditch the livestock trailer. I might do one more run of livestock, and then we'll go back to that flatbed or maybe a lowboy. Look out, look out. That's our exit right there. That's our exit. Excuse me, car. It's an emergency. All right. Good God. And that sign. Hey, we cleared it. That's professionalism right there, guys. Didn't even hit the sign. Is that merge? Is that merge legal? I don't know if anything we do on this stream is legal, dude. I don't believe so. My allergies are kicking my ass too, so I'm a little congested. Hopefully I'm not making too many congestion noises in the mic though. But yeah, we've gained we've done I think 3 or 4 streams on TikTok, and we've gone up like 150 followers over there. So that has been pretty nice. But like I said, I think that's because we're streaming in such an early hour of the morning usually. Continue. All right, let's see if we have any better cargo opportunities in Texas. Lubbock ain't nowhere. We're not going back into New Mexico. Hardly nothing, man. It's like a 2-minute drive. Yeah, that's the other problem with livestock, and it kind of makes sense. It's a little dose of realism, I guess, but you can't really load up cattle and just drive forever, you know? So you don't see many of those cross-country things when you're running this trailer. Let's go ahead. If I can remember how to get there, let's go in here. Oh, I'm in the wrong menu, that's why. There we go. All right, we're going to go to Trailer Manager. Let's pick something else. Sundeesh, I like the view a little bit better than driving on the inside. All right, we're not going to run that reefer. Look, that's our old reefer trailer from Facebook. It's got our HyperX and our Empire Jerky sponsors on it. Hey, thank you for the likes, Latif. I appreciate you, man. All right, that's a triple. We don't want that. That's the old trailer. I might just run this for a minute. Yeah, I think I'm going to run that for a minute. All right, that trailer is in Roswell, so let's go over there. That's where we started anyway. Playing some Call of Duty. I haven't played Call of Duty in a while. My buddy Zach has been wanting to do some Call of Duty with me. Another Zach, not the gaming Zach that you guys know, but my music friend Zach. We've been talking about doing it at some point. All right, let's get this low boy and see what we can get with it. Did it register? It did. Very nice. Okay. We'll have better options here. Amarillo by morning. That's not a bad drive right there. That'll take us through Fort Worth and Dallas. Let's do that. Cooling Towers, guys, going to Texarkana. Let's pick those up. Boom. I'll show you the inside of the truck real quick though, man, if you want to see it. Hey Alex, thank you for the share, buddy. I appreciate that. Is it worth buying trailers? If you're trying to grind and make money, this is my modded save. So this is not the save where I play legitimately and try to grind and save money. But if you're trying to grind and make money, maybe not. David, thank you for the follow, dude. David asks, is it worth buying trailers? If I were you, I do have a save with no mods. It's completely legit. And I like playing in there too a little bit. Just kind of get the realism of the game every now and then. In that save, we've done pretty good in that save too, I think. We made quite a bit of money. I would just hire drivers, man, as much as you can. hire drivers and buy trucks. That's where your money's really going to come from. And then after you have a real steady supply of income, then buy up trailers, if that makes sense. Yeah, that's true too. Yep. Yeah, I mean, you can make a lot of money. JP, that's a good question, man. They're totally different things, really. He says, do you think that this is the most realistic driving game out there, or does BeamNG take it? I don't know. I think if you're looking for super like crash physics and stuff, BeamNG is gonna beat the hell out of Truck Sim. Truck Sim, I do think, is one of the best simulator games out there. I do think Truck Simulator is one of the best simulator games out there. It's definitely one of my favorites. And I like BeamNG too. I haven't really played it in a while, but I do like BeamNG. The physics in BeamNG is definitely superior. Yep, you agree with that? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, David, for sure, man. One of these days, I don't know if you guys will like it. I kind of think for the live streams, it's a bit more entertaining to play the modded save. Run 150 miles an hour. Don't worry about like the actual gameplay or the strategy of the game, if that makes sense. Just kind of drive and chat. It's normally what we do on stream, and just get stupid clips of things being flown into the air. Nicholas, thank you for the follow. But like I said, I love this game. I love the grind of the vanilla game too, right? I love getting into the game with nothing, driving like rented trucks and working up till you can save a truck and then finally hire another driver. It's really cool. It's really addictive. So I don't know if you guys would like that. I can stream some of that legitimate save too, or we can start a new save. I think if I did that, I'd like to start over, start fresh with y'all. So we can do those things. Nicholas and Dallas, thank you for the follows, guys. Over on TikTok, we've got emoji eagle. Thank you for the follow over on TikTok, man. Welcome to the crew, y'all. Welcome in, guys. Thank you for the likes too. You got us to 5,615 likes. Our record, I should have wrote it down. It was our last Truck Sim stream on TikTok, guys. Our record for new followers is 70 or 75. I can't remember, in one stream. Oh God, I have no idea what's happening. I've never wrecked a truck that bad, I don't think. If we land this, no, yeah, never gonna happen. Never gonna happen. I've never sent the truck flying like that. All right, let's get out of here. Let's save the day. This is American Truck Simulator, man. You've been talking to people in chat, I think, about the game. I thought you knew what it was. American Truck Simulator, bro. All right, we're off again. On the road again. Jacques, is that how you say your name? Thank you for the follow, bud. Yeah, I was saying our record on TikTok streams is 70 or 75 new followers. I can't remember which one, but it's over 70. And I think our like record is like 50,000. I should have wrote those things down. We'll have to restart our records. All right, now let's hit the road, guys. Let's keep the wheels on the ground, at least of our truck. We can send other things flying, but let's keep our truck nice and solid. Thor, what's up, man? On Facebook, how's it going, dude? It is good to see you again. And blank name, thank you for the follow. Yeah, I got all my guitars in the back. I stream music too. You can find my music links in most of my descriptions on my profiles, but Tyler Dan Music, TYLERDAN Music on all these platforms. You can find my music stuff. I do that too. Yeah, I've got 1, 2, 3 guitars in the back, another one in a case behind us that y'all can't see. Damien, thank you for the follow. Yeah, of course, man. Baseball with the follow. All right, what was I saying? The realism of playing without mods. I like that too. So if you guys would like to watch that, starting a new vanilla save, I wouldn't mind doing it. I don't think it'd be quite as entertaining for stream purposes, but it is really addictive and a lot of fun. Yeah, that's why I keep 2 different saves. Yeah. Latif says, love the game, but I feel that getting the mods ruined the game for me. That's why I have both the saves that I kind of bounce back and forth. If I'm, depending on what I'm trying to do or what I'm feeling that day, you know. The mods are a lot of fun, but it's not really, there is no grind if you're playing with mods, you know. Damage turned off, going 150 miles an hour, you can pull anything with any engine. Yep, but you can have tons of profiles. I don't know, I think I've got like 5 profiles, I only use 2 of them. Yeah, I've got most of the DLCs. But not most of the new ones. I haven't bought any of the new states or anything like that. I need to do that this weekend. Get some of those new states caught up so that way we can go everywhere again. Back when we streamed on Facebook, I pretty much always had the full map, but now we're missing like 4 or 5 states. They did a lot of updating when I went back to college. Just got ATS, haven't gotten any mods yet, just better economy and traffic violations. Yeah, in this save I got traffic turned off, I've got a no damage mod, I've got an engine mod, and I've got real companies. I like real companies a lot. It doesn't really change too much, but you drive by like a Burger King or a McDonald's truck, you know, instead of these fake companies. You'll go past like a Shell gas station or a Flying J truck stop. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. I do like it. Dirty Red, thank you for the follow, boss. Welcome to the crew. Yeah, those are cool. I got a number of mods I like, but right now we only have a few turned on. OHM Word, I think, is the engine mod. OHM Word transmission and engine pack is what I'm running for the engines. Oh, look at that. Yeah, if you guys keep a lookout, you'll see those real companies. I think it kind of adds a lot of, I don't know, environment. It adds a lot of environment to the game. Hardware says just crank it hard to the left. Is the Real Places a mod? Or it's a mod, yeah. The Real Companies is a mod. All the mods I'm using right now are available on the Steam Workshop too, so you don't even have to really download. You just go to the Steam Workshop, click the check on what you want, and it'll download and install by itself, so you don't even have to really do anything. Just go to Steam Workshop, look them up, and turn them on, and then you pretty much got everything I've got right now. Playing on PC, it's only available on the computer right now. American Truck Simulator, right now only on the computer. Alright guys, we got 16 new followers on TikTok. We got 7,564 likes. You guys are killing it over there again. Thank you for helping us get started strong. It is, that's what they say. Yeah, it's coming out for consoles. Jasper, thank you for the follow. That's what I heard. I haven't looked that up yet to see it from the developer, but I hear it in chat every time we stream. The developers are making a console port finally. All right, let's take some wide turns here, y'all. Yeah, I am using an Xbox controller, yep. But I'm not using an Xbox. Oh, no joke. That's pretty cool. If you look it up in the Xbox store, it does pop up, but you can't download it. That's good to know, man. So they're really making ground on it, I guess, if they've already got a page on the Xbox store. Yeah, I think it's coming to both of the major consoles, PlayStation and Xbox, from what I hear at least. Sarah, what's up? Long time no see. We got the big dog on YouTube. Long time no see, man. Yeah, it's good to see you guys. Welcome back. It's been a while. Hold on, where's my T-Rex? There he is. Alright, let's get skinny. Okay, not skinny enough. New follower, Blazing Lion. Thank you for the follow, man. That was on Twitch. Welcome to the crew, bud. All right, No. If there was a reference, it was a coincidence. I wish TikTok alerts were integrated into my other alerts. That alert that you guys just saw for Twitch, we can't do those for TikTok. I guess maybe I could if I custom built them. I'll see if I can do that. Memphis, thank you for the follow, buddy. Welcome to the crew. Yeah, you'll see the alert on TikTok, but that's an alert from a Twitch viewer. You see what I'm saying? The little bit in the fire, that's the alert. That's the alert for TikTok. TikTok alerts aren't built into anything but this thing called Tickfinity. It's the only way to get alerts for TikTok actions. Done nothing. Thank you for the 800 likes, man. Thank you, thank you. Got us to 8,400 likes over on TikTok. What is the game? American Truck Simulator. Yeah, I'm using Streamlabs too. I've always, for the most part, I've always used Streamlabs. It's made everything really streamlined and quick. When I first started streaming, again, I've been doing this for almost 10 years. When I first started streaming, there was only regular OBS, and it wasn't really super easy to set up a stream. You had to learn a bunch of stuff. Nowadays, you can just turn on the streaming software, and it'll like auto read your internet speeds and set up your bit rates and everything by itself. It was not like that when I started. It was a lot more difficult. And then your audio would be unsynced, like you'd have to sync up your audio. That was the biggest pain in the ass ever. There was a lot more to it back then, but now it's like really streamlined, really straightforward. And so that's nice. Sarah, thank you for the like on Facebook. Almost 10 years, yeah. I think I started in 2016. I don't know, I'd have to look it up. But yeah, it's been almost 10 years that I've been doing this, minus a little 3-year hiatus. I just went back to college after Facebook, but yeah, it's a long story, dude. I used to do music. I still do music a little bit, but I used to do music, used to play in bands and all that stuff when I was younger, and then I quit doing that. When I got married, I quit doing the band thing so much, and was kind of like, didn't really have much creative to do. I was kind of in a spot where I was burnt out on music and didn't have much to, I wasn't writing music at the time. I just kind of set it down for a little bit. And I was playing video games quite a lot because I grew up playing video games, of course. And we were in a Grand Theft Auto crew. Remember GTA 5 crews? I had a Grand Theft Auto 5 crew with a couple of my buddies. And they wanted to grow it, right? Done nothing. Thank you for the follow, man. Welcome to the crew. So they wanted to grow that GTA 5 crew, and I think it did pretty good. Our little bike crew ended up getting to like 300 or 400 members, which for just some random GTA crew, that's not bad. TRVX, thank you for the follow. Welcome in, guys. Let's get you another T-Rex. You guys got us to 18 new followers on TikTok and 10,000 likes, almost 11K. RJ says, holy speeding. Yep, we're rolling a little bit faster. Landon, thank you for that follow too. Welcome, man. Welcome. You guys, thank you for the likes. You really are killing it. Oh, look out. Look out. I don't know, man. I don't really check the weight on my cargo. Dude, if we have to call a tow truck for this. I don't remember the command to pick my truck up. We just got wedged in here. All right. Let's just tow out. I don't want to sit here and wait. And I need to go to bed anyway. Maybe the tow truck will take us to a place to sleep. Really good at playing music, Big Dog. Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, I started doing that when I was real young. Did the band thing up until my early 20s. And then when I got married, I was like, I'm gonna quit doing the band thing for a little while. And so I quit that for a minute. But yeah, the Grand Theft Auto crew is actually what got me to making content, right? Because a couple of my buddies that started that crew with me felt like if we made YouTube videos, our crew would grow faster. And so I started making YouTube videos, and YouTube did all right, man. YouTube did okay. It wasn't anything insane, but we gained a few thousand followers on the original YouTube channel. And then YouTube, I had made, this is kind of funny because I had made like, I think it was $70 or something. It wasn't very much money, but over the course of like a couple years, I had made like $70 on YouTube, and they wouldn't pay me, right? I met the minimum pay cap of like $50 or something, and YouTube would just never pay me. And I would hit up YouTube support and be like, hey, I got like $70 sitting in the back end of my YouTube account, and it doesn't pay out. And every time I would message YouTube support, they would be like, we see you're having a problem accessing your AdSense account. And it's like, no, dude, it would really upset me because I would send them screenshots of my AdSense account, showing the money in it that they're just not paying out. They're just not giving it to me. And they would always respond and say, to find your AdSense account, go to google.adsense. And it's like, dude, I don't need to find my AdSense account. I sent you a picture of my AdSense account. But I went with that like for 6 months back and forth with the YouTube support people, and it just was not going anywhere, man. They just wouldn't do anything about it. And so I was like, well, I'm not going to keep streaming. Making those videos for Grand Theft Auto eventually led to live streaming, and that's kind of when all that stuff went down with YouTube. And so I thought, I'm not going to keep streaming on YouTube if they're going to keep whatever little bit of money I do get off of it. I'm not just going to let it sit there and them not help me at all. So I went to Twitch for like a week, and I streamed on Twitch for like a week, and then someone told me to try Mixer. And I went over to Mixer. Things popped off pretty good on Mixer. We got to around 3 or 4K over there and got partnered on Mixer. Then Mixer closed down and Facebook bought them. It's been a lot of turns in my streaming journey. But yeah, I went to Mixer, got partnered. Like a few months after we got partnered on Mixer, Facebook bought Mixer. And when they did that, they offered all the Mixer partners a buyout. Key, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the crew. Started in July, AJ. It's a lot of fun, dude. It really is. I love streaming too. I think you'll enjoy it, man. Consistency's key. Just do it for fun and try to do it as often and regularly as you can, and you'll find some success, I think. Where all are you live right now, says Sarah. Pretty much everywhere. We're live on TikTok, we're live on Kick, we're live on Twitch. I'm live on the original Facebook page, which is where you're at, and I'm live on YouTube. Yep, I decided if I'm going to stream again, I might as well just stream everywhere, and then people can just watch it wherever they want to. And I don't want to be partnered with any platforms anymore or anything like that. I'm not really concerned about that kind of stuff. After the Facebook partnership and the Mixer partnership and all that, it doesn't really matter to me, I don't think. But anyway, I took the Facebook payout and streamed on Facebook for 2.5 years or so, and then Facebook did really good. We got over 15K over there, grew a lot, was able to go full-time for a little bit of that 2.5 years. We were full-time streaming because it was that supportive. Chris, thank you for the follow. Brown, thank you for the follow, guys. Killing it on TikTok. Blowing it up on TikTok. We got 23 new followers, almost 16,000 likes. Yeah, so YouTube screwed me over on that little deal, AJ, but like I said, that led me to Twitch, and then someone said try Mixer. That led me to Mixer, which is where I got partnered. And so that was kind of luck of the draw, man. My Mixer channel was only somewhere between like 3 or 4K. It wasn't really, really big. But because it was a partnered channel, when Facebook bought it, they offered every partner like a little bit of money to come to Facebook because we didn't have to. And you automatically got partnered as well, right? So we went to Facebook, got an automatic partnership with Facebook Gaming, got a little bit of a cut of money from Mark Zuckerberg. And then Facebook, dude, they just threw money around. Like the company itself would pay us incentives, stupid incentives, to make like Let's Play videos and stuff. They were giving us thousands of dollars to make Let's Play videos that nobody even watched, just because they were trying to build up content and make Facebook Gaming viable. And then they were trying to compete with YouTube instead of Twitch. For some reason, like Facebook Gaming bought Mixer to get live streamers, thinking they would get the communities from the live streamers, and that didn't really work out that well for them. And then, like a year into that, they're like, hey, how about this? Y'all make a bunch of videos. We'll compete with YouTube instead. So they would hit us up every month and say, hey, make 4 or 5 videos, whatever amount they wanted. And they'd pay you this much money just to make the video. And they did this for every partner. And there were partners from Mixer that didn't even have any followers. My Facebook channel did get pretty successful. But I had buddies, man, that came over from Mixer, and they didn't have any success on Facebook, but Facebook still paid them to make those videos. They'd post those videos, get 0 views, and Facebook would give them thousands of dollars. It was insane. But if you ever wonder why Facebook gaming didn't succeed, there's the inside scoop on why Facebook gaming went down the drain. They had no idea what they were doing and thought they could just throw money at shit and that it would work out. Done Nothing, thank you for the 2,204 likes. Got us to almost 18K now, bro. Thank you. Yeah, AJ, it was pretty good, man. I'm glad that it happened like that. Like I said, I just got lucky. None of my channels were super big. Facebook was my most successful channel by far. And but anyway, it all went away. Facebook gaming tanked. They didn't manage it well. They would like boost people in the algorithm, and then they would then the algorithm would just dump on them. It was a lot of back and forth, a lot of ups and downs, highs and lows, instability. Yeah, Facebook gaming was just a whirlwind. But a lot of that money I made on Facebook is what paid for me to go back to college, so I'm grateful for it. But yeah, then long story short, Facebook kind of tanked. We were full-time streaming, and it was just gone pretty much. Like within a month or two, it was just gone. And so I decided to start over. I rebranded everything, restarted most of my channels, like made new channels on Twitch and YouTube and all that stuff, and made this name that we're under right now, and decided to start over fresh because Facebook burnt me out pretty hard on the whole content creation and streaming thing. And then I decided to take a little bit of that money I saved up from Facebook and go back to college. So I did that for the last 3 years. For the last 3 years, I went back to college. I just graduated in May. And now we are out of school. I have my career, my stable job, and I can stream and do music in my free time. So that's the whole story of a decade of content creation between several platforms. Yep. Bro, yeah, just casually going 140 miles an hour. Yes, sir. 24 hour. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the share. Brandon, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you, dude. AJ says, I can't stand YouTube. I mean, this is kind of what I've realized, right? As someone who I started on YouTube, went to all the platforms that we just talked about, had varying degrees of success on different ones. Every platform has things that it does better than the other ones do and things that are worse, right? Every platform has pros and cons. YouTube is by far the highest quality video, right? At least that's the way it used to be. But YouTube is like, they got the money, they've got really high quality video. They're not gonna like bog your quality down to save space and money, right? Twitch is just the original home of live streaming, so Twitch kind of has a powerhouse of viewership if you're able to click into it, just because it's where all this stuff started. Twitch though, man, they love those ads over there, dude. If y'all are watching on Twitch, I appreciate you. But you'll probably get 10% of the ads if you go somewhere else. Landon, yo, what's up? Welcome in, man. Let me catch up with these follows. Cooper, thank you for the follow. 1440p. Yeah, I don't even remember what aspect ratio I stream in and stuff. I used to stream 900 by 600. I think now I'm doing 1080. But yeah, pros and cons everywhere, dude. Kick is kind of like the Wild West. Kick doesn't really have a lot of regulation. TikTok has a really good ability to grab viewership and grow a channel and a community. But TikTok's always vertical, of course, unless you, like, it's just built for vertical. So everything has its pro and everything has its con, and that's one of the reasons why now I'm just streaming on all of them. We're live on pretty much every platform, except for Trovo, if that even still exists. Peyton, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Welcome to the crew. Look out. Look out, car. Hey, we didn't even touch him. Full on professionalism. Yeah, I don't know, man. I used to be against multi-streaming. I always thought that it was best to just stream on one platform and kind of keep your whole community in the same place. But I got burned by platforms so much, right? Like I was partnered on YouTube too, whatever that even meant. Top G, thank you for the follow. And then YouTube wasn't paying me out like I was talking about, and their support was just trash. They didn't help me at all. And then Mixer went really well for me, and then they closed down. And then Facebook went really, really well for me, and then it just disappeared pretty much overnight. And through all those years and all those platforms and several platforms just dropping the ball in one way or another, it kind of made me think, like, what's the point of putting everything into one basket, right? Maybe that's the way it used to be, but I think it's a lot more common now to stream everywhere. A lot of the big streamers even stream everywhere now. They don't take those buyouts or those exclusive contracts anymore. Just kind of stream all over the place. So that's the reason I'm doing that, man. I don't want to put everything I have in one platform, because I've seen several platforms now just not hold up their end of the bargain for their streamers, right? So, and then also the added benefit, man, you guys can watch wherever you want to, right? We got a lot of people on TikTok, we got people on Facebook, we got people on Twitch, we got people on YouTube watching us right now. And that's really nice that you guys can just pick up whatever you like, and everybody gets to watch the stream, right? So I think it's better for us, it's better for me as a streamer, and we're not dependent on one platform. Those are real top heavy. Let's see. We haven't been to Colorado in a while. Let's do that. Let's go to Colorado, guys. It's some of the best scenery in the game. The Real Nivea, thank you for the follow. Tetanus, thank you for the follow. Good name, bud. We got Manny with some likes. Thank you, guys. Got us to 30 new followers on TikTok now. I don't think we're going to be able to get out around this corner, but we're going to try. Yeah, all right. It's open. Free and clear. Will this gate open? Or do we got to go the other way? All right, we're good. We're in business. Yeah, that's my advice to y'all if you're trying to stream. That's what I would do. You might as well just go everywhere if you can. I think it's the best. It's best for everybody that way. All right, we're gonna swing in here. We don't really need to go to sleep yet, but our tanks are getting a little bit low. Go ahead and fill her up. Blazing Lions is okay. Okay. How much are we gonna spend, guys? I think about 600 bucks, maybe. 624. All right. Good guess. You might play this game too much when you can accurately guess how much your fuel tank's gonna cost. Look at all those old tractors. Well, one old tractor and wagons. That's kind of cool. Watch out, truck. Hit your brakes. How much was this game? I don't even remember. I bought this game several years ago, man. I don't remember. I do know that this game used to go on sale all the time. So if you want to buy it, it's only on the PC right now. If you got a gaming computer and you want to buy it, it's definitely worth it, but you can find it on sale often. At least you used to be able to. And they would do package deals too, man, where you could get the game and all the states, because they sell the states separately, which is kind of the only shitty thing about it, is they do the states all kind of, you gotta just buy them all. And so that kind of sucks. But you can buy the game usually and get a package discount deal where you get a lot of the states, if not all of the states, all at the same time. And I think you can do that for like 40 or 50 bucks. So it's not too bad if you find one of those sales. Rip Mello, what's up, man? Welcome back. Nathan, what states are in this game? Pretty much from the West Coast up to Texas and then a little bit north of that. Anything on the East Coast is not here yet, but that whole like left side of the country pretty much is in the game now. Give or take a couple. It's growing, but yeah, I kind of don't like that they do that with especially states that there's like really not much going on. Let's take a look. Let's bust the map up here. Kansas, right? I don't remember how much the DLC for each state is, but it's like 10 bucks or something, maybe 15. They're not crazy expensive, but like Texas is a good deal, right? You buy the Texas DLC, that's a big state, tons of cities, tons of highway. A lot of drivability, a lot of scenery. Texas is a good buy. You come up here and you buy Kansas, right, for the same price that you bought Texas. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, I don't know if that's a good deal. Idaho's a really good state. We haven't driven in Montana like at all, apparently. The yellow roads are where we have driven. The gray roads are where we have not. So yeah, there's some states that we just haven't explored very much of, but anyway, these are all the states that are in the game. If it's this color gray, then it's in the game. If it's the darker gray, it's not out yet, but they're building the Dakotas right now. They're building this, they're building Michigan. That's Illinois, right? We got those two, but I haven't bought these four. So this is what I'm missing. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I think they're working on Louisiana right now too. So it's getting there. It's making its way out east. I'm really curious what they're going to do with these tiny states up in New England. That's going to kind of be a make or break thing for me, right? If they come out with like those little bitty states that are like the size of Houston, you know, it's like a city in Texas and it's a whole ass state in New England. If they try to charge us $12 for that, I'm going to kind of start trashing the game a little bit. There's a coast to coast. Yeah, there is mods that add Mexico, Canada, and all the other states. There are mods for them, so you can play them for free. But I've never played those mods. I've always just played the vanilla map. Yeah, you can haul livestock. We actually started the stream out hauling livestock. Yep, you can haul livestock, but there's not a lot of jobs for livestock, and the runs are pretty short. But they'll add that kind of stuff. They'll add a variety of different trailers over time. Livestock didn't used to be in the game. That's one of the... like, that came out a few years ago. It's relatively new. Running those livestock trailers. Oh, look out. Is there Manhattan, Kansas? I assume, yeah. Most of the major cities are in the States when they build them. Now, it's like a shrunk down version, of course, you know, everything's a little bit smaller and closer, and they cut out some cities. Like when you run, let's say you run 35, the 35 corridor. You drive through stuff, like you notice things, man, that they drive the states when they make the maps, and they put real stuff in there. So you'll drive through these cities and be like, man, that building is actually there. Even small buildings, right? It's pretty cool. And there's towns with populations of like 1,200 people in Texas that are in the game, and they look like the town. It's pretty cool. But they do skip towns. They don't put every town, of course. That would be insane. But they so they skip towns, and they kind of shrink the distance between the different cities, so everything's closer and kind of compacted. So it's not a one-to-one. It's not that insane. Like Flight Simulator is just the whole ass world, one-to-one scale. It's just pretty crazy. Truck Sim's not like that, but you will if you get your own state and you drive around your own state. Like I'm from Texas. Well, I'll regularly drive through towns in Texas that I'm familiar with, and you'll see, like, even a town of 1,200 people, you'll see grain silos that are there in real life. So that's pretty cool. Alex, it is apparently on the way to console, man. Your wishes are coming true someday. Got the game last week. Any advice? Buy trailers or focus on expanding? Buy drivers. Yeah, if you're playing vanilla and you're trying to grind money, buy trucks and drivers. Yeah, you got to get a lot, dude. But once you get to like double-digit drivers in your company, you're never going to have to worry about making money in the game again. But you kind of do plateau. If you're playing a vanilla grind and you're just trying to like play the mechanics of the game legit and make up yourself to money, you're going to get a point where you have so many drivers that you kind of feel like you modded your save. Does that make sense? You're going to have so many drivers making so much money for you that you're not going to have to grind at all anymore. But I guess that's the point. There is. I have them turned off, Alex. But yeah, you can get tickets and stuff, yeah. They don't actually pull you over, but you can blow past a cop and they'll give you a ticket. The money will just fall out of your account. But I have fines turned off. I have a no damage mod turned on that works most of the time. So most of the time when we get in wrecks, we don't get any damages. This is my modded save. Arkansas, you got all the DLC states except for Iowa and Missouri and Arkansas. So we're kind of missing about the same thing, Big Dog. Yeah, I'm missing a few of them. But since I'm streaming it now every week, we're streaming it pretty regularly, a few times a week even. I think I'm going to go ahead and buy the other states this weekend. So when we go live on Monday or something, we'll have all the states. John, favorite truck in the game? Peterbilt, by far. Tyler, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the crew, man. Welcome in. That brings us to 34 or 35 now. And Leighton with that follow. I think we're at 35 new followers on TikTok, y'all. And 24,000 likes. That new follower record is 70 or 75, guys. For one stream. We might have a shot at beating it. We're almost halfway there. ID 522, thank you for the follow. JJ with the follow. We got Jake the truck man with the follow. Let's get some fire. Let's get some T-Rexes in here, because you guys are popping off on TikTok. Thank you for the follow, Jasper. Welcome to the crew. Yeah, this Peterbilt right here is my favorite truck. To answer that question, Spongy, it is not. It is not on console yet, but it is allegedly on the way. Excuse me, car. A little Subaru looking thing. Excuse me, sir. Yeah, I'm gonna buy them this weekend. I need a new PC too, man. It's kind of sad, but my computer's out of date. Cowboy, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the crew. ID, thank you for the 200 likes, my friend. Thank you, thank you. We got Braden with that follow. Welcome, buddy. And Draven, is that how you say that? Look at that. Oh, damn. He went straight into that sign. Larry, thank you for the follow. So guys, so we get clips of our best wrecks. Really is normally what I do throughout the streams. I clip our wrecks and then I upload them through the week. So pretty much every day there's a new highlight going up on the TikTok channels, really all the channels, YouTube, Facebook, all that, of our highlights of the wrecks. And then on Sunday, what I'm doing is compiling like a compilation of all of them, right? So Monday through Saturday, clips are one wreck a piece, right? Like that right there would have been a good one, but I'm not going to grab it. So Monday through Saturday, one wreck a piece. And then Sunday, I compile them all into one long video of all the crash compilation kind of thing. So those videos have been going out every day this week. They've been doing really good on TikTok. If you guys have seen those videos, I appreciate you watching, liking, commenting. I think that's going to help our channel grow as we get back into the streaming thing here. Juicebox, welcome in. We got Jacob, Corey, Larry. Thank you for the follows, guys. Welcome to the crew. You got us to 46 new followers now. The record is in reach, y'all. We got a good another hour and a half to stream. If we can cap over 75, we break our follower record. Your graphics card or driver took a shit? I don't even remember what hardware's in my PC, man. I know at the time it was stacked, you know, at the time that I bought it, but that's been 4 years ago, maybe even 5. It's been a long time ago. And yeah, I think I was on a 10 series. I think I am on a 10 series. But I've got it's still all right. Like, it still works. It'll run most of my games. It'll uphold the load of me streaming. Like, I got all kinds of stuff on my PC right now. The game's running, Spotify's running faintly in the background. I've got 2 different chats up, the OBS running, and it works. Truck Sim's not too hard to run, but it works for the most part. I don't run into too many problems. But it is crazy how outdated everything is, how quickly everything is out of date, right? So someday I'm going to build a new computer. But since I've just started my nursing job a couple months ago, I'm just trying to save up as much money as I can right now. I'm not trying to spend money on a PC. Not yet, but it's on my list of things to do. Yeah, 970's out of date for sure. I think my 10 series is out of date. Look out. We're drifting around the corners. Oh, we're in Wichita Falls, guys. Wichita Falls, what a lovely city. Anybody in the chat been to Wichita Falls? All right, I forgot our destination. I don't remember where we're going, but we're gonna follow this road till we get there. We gotta find us a truck stop pretty soon. We're gonna have to pull over and get a nap in and hopefully get a little bit of repairs done on the truck. Speedy, thank you for the follow. Welcome in, Speedy, welcome in. Yeah, big dog. I think I kind of remember that. I think I do. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't want to spend a lot of money on a computer, but man, whatever series they're in right now for graphics cards, I don't even remember the number, but I've looked at them, and for the top of the line NVIDIA card, it's several thousands of dollars. Even more than it used to be, right? For like my whole computer, what I paid for my whole computer back in the day, which at the time was a top of the line rig, what I paid for my whole PC back in the day, it wouldn't even buy the card now. Sarah, thank you for the roses. Sarah coming in with 2 roses. 20 roses. I built my computer for $2,600. Yeah, for a PC, that's not too bad. Yep, that's not too bad. I think I paid around 3 for the one I got right now. I don't remember.
Wow. Oh, yeah.
That would have been a nice little rest stop, but I'm looking for something that has a garage so we can get some repairs done. Look out, cars. Truck's gonna cut us off, man. Okay, we're gonna get skinny right here. Like a boss. Oh, hold on. Oh, really? I'm gonna blame it on you. I'm gonna blame it on that blue SUV. It definitely wasn't my fault. Definitely wasn't me. Sarah made the jump over to TikTok. Do you like the stream on TikTok? Do you like the vertical aspect ratio? I think it's kind of cool. It's nice for accessibility, right? But Sarah, you were watching on Facebook, and now you've switched. Which one's better? Fun names in this chat, yeah, for sure. Tetanus 5755. Yeah, I think the vertical aspect ratio is cool that we can do that now. We can do vertical and the horizontal aspect. YouTube gets both of them for whatever reason. YouTube has an option where it's getting both of the streams. You can pick. But TikTok only gets vertical, and then the other places, Twitch, Kick, Facebook, they only get horizontal. All right, I just drove right past a gas station. We're gonna cut over here totally legally. Nothing suspicious going on over here. I'm not gonna stop at the scale, man. I'm on the wrong side of the highway. What are you talking about? We're just gonna get a nap here real quick, guys, if we can. We can find that sweet spot. There we go. All right, let's wake up in the morning. Yeah, Sarah? All right, it is the morning. It's still dark, but it'll get bright pretty quick. I don't like driving in the dark in this game. Not a fan. All right, let's cut this truck off. Hopefully it doesn't hit us. Woo, man, we barely missed that. Okay, now we're legally driving. We're not even speeding yet. We're legally driving on the highway. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy the moment. It's not going to last long. Look, we got blinkers. I do have blinkers. And they're mapped backwards. So my left button puts on my right blinker. Because why wouldn't it? You know, why wouldn't it do that? Yeah, that's the negative about Facebook. Facebook has the potential for a lot of reach. It's nothing like TikTok. I mean, TikTok just beats the hell out of most platforms with the reach potential. But Facebook does have potential for a good amount of reach if it likes the channel at the time. But Facebook, dude, they downgrade every aspect of the quality of a stream. Toe Tough, thank you for the follow. I'll call you Major. Thank you for the follow, man. Welcome in. Real Jordan, it's on its way to console, but it's not on console yet. So yeah, Facebook will do that. I don't know if you guys ever... Again, I upload my music videos on my music accounts on all these platforms too. If you go listen to one of my music videos on YouTube or TikTok, and especially if you put headphones on, you can really hear the quality of them. But if you put on headphones, go listen to one of my music videos on YouTube or TikTok, and then go listen to it on Facebook. And Facebook's even downgrading the like the bit rate of the audio on their videos. So they're just trying to save money on servers, I think. Which I guess fair enough, right? For a business to try to save money, but yeah, Facebook downgrades the hell out of quality. And that sucks for any kind of content, whether you're making gaming content or music videos like I try to make on my other channels. You don't want a platform that's just downgrading the hell out of everything you make, right? But Facebook does do that. Facebook does you dirty every time. Yeah, they kind of do. They kind of do. Our streams have been doing all right on Facebook. The videos on Facebook aren't doing anything. Oh, does it, Big Dog? I don't know, man. It's just the default thing on this TikTok app for TikTok alerts. Look out. Hey, Shazak, thank you for those gifts. Those are cool. Those little emojis. That's pretty sweet. Mason, thank you for the follow on TikTok, boss. Welcome to the crew. All right, there was a shop to get some repairs done. Let's see, should we? Should we? Yeah, we shall. Let's do it. Let's make a legal U-turn right here into the oncoming traffic of this on-ramp. Beautiful. Beautifully done. We're going to go across the highway here and get the truck repaired a little bit. Mason, not right now, but we are going to do some convoy streams soon, dude. We got a lot of stuff going on with the channels with Truck Sim. Truck Sim has been being real successful on TikTok especially, so... Oh, god damn! So yes, we're going to do some convoy streams, but we will... I'll post those in Discord. Discord link can be found in the link tree in my bio, guys, on all of my profiles. A lot of the platforms you can comment !Discord and get you a link to the Discord server. But TikTok you can't. So if you're on TikTok, you can go to my bio. There's a link tree, and that'll get you a link to the Discord server. And we'll announce on Discord when we're doing a convoy stream, and we'll get some viewers in. But we'll get everybody into the map and everything like that before the stream starts, and we'll just do the whole stream as a convoy. But we used to do those back in the day, and we're going to do it again. It's a lot of fun. So that is something on the horizon, dude. We'll get to doing that in the next week or two. All right, let's repair a little bit. You just lost your CDL? Yeah, for sure, dude. Honestly, I don't think we ever had a CDL. All right, I don't even remember how to do this. Okay, I guess we're repaired. I guess that's all there is to it. They changed the user interface since a few years ago when I played a lot. So it still trips me up sometimes. Jordan, thank you for 1,400 likes, man. You guys got us to 32,000 likes on TikTok. Thank you, sir. All right, we're going to go this way, apparently. The GPS has rerouted us a little bit. This is, yeah, American Truck Simulator. Yes, sir. Yep, American Truck Simulator, Derek. Cody, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the crew, man. But yeah, we'll do some convoy streams in the coming weeks. We'll get some convoys going on. Again, tonight, guys, I'm going to probably try out some Flight Simulator. We'll see how that goes. If my buddy Zach isn't on after work. If my buddy Zach hops on after work, we're going to do some multiplayer stuff somewhere else. But I should be streaming tonight, probably after midnight. No, Cole, I'm not. I'm on the computer. I'm using an Xbox controller, but I'm on the PC. Used to play 5M, but I kind of got burned out with it. Yeah, 5M is kind of funny, right? Because, I don't know, dude. So many different servers function so differently, right? When it comes to 5M. 5M, guys, if you don't know what that is, Grand Theft Auto roleplay servers. So they can be kind of cool, especially if you like simulator games, which I love simulators. Most of you guys probably like simulator games too, or you wouldn't be sitting here watching me play one. Jordan, thank you again for all those likes. But 5M Grand Theft Auto RP servers can be they can be a lot of fun, and they cannot be a lot of fun. It just kind of depends on what server you're in, what kind of mods it has attached to it, and how the rules work in it, I guess. But I don't know. Before I ever played 5M, this was on Mixer. This was way back in the day when I was still on Mixer. I ran into some friends. Some of them I'm still friends with, like Panda. You guys might know him from some of the RP stuff. And I still have some of those friends from back in that time of streaming or whatever. But I wanted to play it so bad because I like the simulator game so much, and I saw like the RP world of like getting a job and grinding up money and doing things like that, like you do in Truck Sim. There's even a Truck Simulator mod for Grand Theft Auto RP where you can kind of play like a crappy version of Truck Simulator inside of Grand Theft Auto, and it's kind of cool. I mean, Grand Theft Auto map is not much for truck driving because it's kind of small, but you know, there's some cool stuff you can do with it. But I do agree with you, man. You can get burnt out on it pretty quick. Some of the servers kind of suck. It really just depends on who you're playing with, I think. Can make or break the Grand Theft Auto 5M thing. It really depends on who you're playing with and what you're doing and the server. Cody, I'm gonna play the hell out of Grand Theft Auto when Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out. I do play Grand Theft Auto 5 every now and then, but I get bored of it pretty fast. I get bored of it pretty quick and just find myself wishing that Grand Theft Auto 6 would already be here, which, by the way, if it didn't get delayed, Grand Theft Auto 6 would already be here. Isn't that crazy? But I do like Rockstar. I do like Grand Theft Auto. Red Dead Redemption 2 is one of the best video games ever made. And when Grand Theft Auto 6 comes around, we're definitely going to be doing some of that. But again, guys, my channels are mainly simulators and will be mainly simulators. I'll jump into some other stuff here and there, but we're going to main Truck Sim, we're going to main Flight Sim, and we're going to main like Farming Simulator and stuff like that. It's kind of what I've done for the last few years of my streaming, and that's what we'll keep doing. Chicken, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the crew. I like simulators because they're chill. the way I play some of them, like this one, is not very relaxing, but they're chill, and we can talk and chat and actually get to hang out, you know. Whereas some other games, you got to focus in on the game so much that you can't really focus on chat and hanging out with your community very, very often. So that's one of the reasons I like the simulator stuff so much. So we'll keep doing that mainly. I'm going to play Skate tonight probably with Zach if he gets on. If Zach doesn't get on, we'll stream Flight Sim instead. And we'll just see how it goes. We'll see what happens. Walker, thank you for the follow, dude. Welcome to the crew. Robin, how's it going on YouTube? Welcome in. And Izzy, thank you for that follow on TikTok too. Welcome, guys. You guys got us to 52 or 53. That count's kind of delayed. Maybe 54. Aaron, thank you for the follow. We're up over 50 new followers on TikTok, guys. The record for a stream on this channel is 70 or 75. So you guys are getting close to breaking that record. If we can get over 75 followers, then I know for sure that we break the record. And I think our like record on TikTok is 50,000. I don't know. After tonight, I'm going to write them down so we don't forget. You guys got us to almost 34,000 likes, so we are close to breaking the follow record and the like record. That is a Texas Tech hat, Dylan. Yes, sir. I'm working towards my BSN at Tech. Yep. I do like Texas Tech. It kind of worked out. My brother went to college there. My brother-in-law went to college there. My uncle went to college there. So a lot of Raiders in my family. And I went to get my RN associates in nursing at a community college, and I have that now, and that college is partnered with Texas Tech. So I kind of like transitioned from that Associates of Science straight into the Bachelors of Science at Texas Tech, because they're teamed up with that community college that I've gone to. So I'm kind of working my way towards that right now. I'm in a residency at the hospital at the moment. So the residency has the brunt of my attention, and I'm just like really slowly taking classes towards the Bachelors of Science at Tech. So I think it's going to take me a couple years because I'm not in a big hurry to get it done. But I really only have 2 semesters to do until I have that bachelor's. But I'm going to kind of stretch it out. So it's probably going to take me a couple years to get it done, but I'm grinding towards that slowly but surely. Tim, what's up, man? Welcome back. Yep, Texas Tech, Cindy. Texas Tech. Guns up. Look at that Jeep. Perfect spin off the fence into the cow pasture. All right, he's going to herd some cattle for us, guys. That was pretty smooth, though. That Jeep stayed flat and level that whole time, dude. It just popped right off the fence and landed in the field where it belongs, right? Jeeps are trail rated. What was he doing on the highway anyway? Oh, look out, man. Let's subvert this little traffic we got and head on into that. Nope, we're going to make it. We're going to make it. We're clean. Tim, welcome back, dude. It is good to see you. That was not English. Me talking was not English. Dylan says impressive. Oh, you work for Tech. That's sick, dude. I didn't know that line. I didn't know that, man. That's really cool. Skirt. Yeah, I'm a fan of Tech now because after my brother graduated there, I was really proud of him. And then when I went to get my nursing degree, the college I went to, the community college I went to, was partnered with Tech. So I was like, I got to be a Tech fan now, I guess. My brother-in-law is a graduate. Again, my brother's a graduate, my uncle's a graduate, all of Texas Tech. And so I kind of switched over to them as my school. Oh, what you said in chat about 5M? You will get off the server you're in. I pulled out as a bank robbery by accident, got banned. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. It depends on the server that you're in, dog, for sure, dude. It depends on the server that you're in and stuff like that, but it does get boring pretty quick. And for me, man, the worst part about Grand Theft Auto 5 now is the graphics. You know, that's just what happens when you go for super realism. They just the graphics age real fast. And now you can put, I mean, Red Dead Redemption 2 is kind of getting old, but put RDR2 up against GTA 5 and you see that massive difference in graphics, and that's not too many years apart in games, you know. But yeah, you jump into Grand Theft Auto 5 nowadays and it's just kind of shocking how good it used to be, right? You think about that when you're playing Grand Theft Auto these days. Like, man, a decade ago when this game came out, this was top tier. You couldn't believe how real it looked, you know, and now it doesn't look good at all. But that's always been the case with Rockstar. They go for that ultra realism and their graphics just age out real fast. But it is real nice when they drop a new game. You know, when we get Grand Theft Auto 6, we're going to be in awe at how real it looks. We're all going to be shocked, and it's going to be really cool. And then 10 years later, we're going to jump in Grand Theft Auto 6 and be like, man, I can't believe this shit ever looked good. That's just the nature of Rockstar games. Oh, dang. A little 50-50 grind on the bridge there. Hang tight, guys. All right, we're good. Smooth sailing. Yeah, modders, trolls, tryhards, yeah. The monetization. Really? We're just going to get glued in the back of a Greyhound bus? The monetization of Grand Theft Auto 5 sucks, of course. Shark cards and pay to win, and yeah, that's all trash, but welcome to the modern day of gaming. Really? Kevin, I didn't even notice. Kevin goes, you've been maintaining your own lane while driving. Shocking. I'm barely even looking at the screen usually. I'm looking at the chat most of the time. But it makes for entertaining wrecks. So it's all good. Yeah, when it comes to tech, I'm not in a big hurry. When it comes to that bachelor's degree, I'm not in a big hurry to get it. It doesn't really change my pay as an RN. Like hardly at all, if anything. Some hospitals will give you like $1.50 more an hour. So getting the bachelor's is worth it in the long run, but there's not like a big payoff right now at the beginning of my career to get it done quickly. So I don't really need it. I really don't need it fast. So I would rather be able to take my time growing, right, as an RN, and paying attention to my residency and my real world experience, my hands-on experience on the floor at the hospital, and get really good at my job, because I am still brand new to this job, right? And it's a hell of a job to have. It's something else, you know. It's a job that's really worth doing, but there's not another job like it. So it takes a lot, and I just kind of want to focus in on that for a long time. Do the best I can to get as much experience in the real world as I can, because school doesn't prepare you for it at all. And grow in that like professional capacity. I'm not really worried about the degree right now, but I'm slowly working towards it. We'll get it done eventually. Cooper, thank you for the follow, man. Welcome to the crew. I'm an RN, Jano. I am oncology / GI med-surg RN. Yeah, big dog. I like it a lot too, man. Like I said, it's gratifying. I had the last night I worked, man, was easily the worst shift I've ever had. It really was. The last night I worked, I think that was Thursday night into Friday morning. Without a doubt, like not even close, worst shift I've ever had. But it's still like, even on those days, man, you still feel like your job was really worth doing, right? Your job was worth doing, and you're helping people who really need it, and it all around, it's just worth it, you know. As hard as it can be sometimes, it's just worth doing it. Jano, thank you for the follow. Let's catch up on this. We got Mr. Monkey with the follow, Jano with the follow, Texas Chief, thank you for the follow, Christopher and Zach, if I missed you, and Cooper with the follows, guys. You got us to 61 new followers on TikTok. Welcome to the crew, guys. Thank you for the support. I appreciate you joining up. And you guys got us to 33.8 thousand likes. We are now like 14 or 15 new followers away from breaking the record. We still got about another hour to stream, guys. We can definitely break our follow record on the TikTok channel this morning if we get lucky. All right, let's see what we got for jobs, y'all. It is 11:30 in the morning. We're full of fuel. We're in a good spot here. Let's see what's going on. And wherever the hell we are. Oh, that's right. I forgot we were going back to Colorado. I was paying no attention at all. We haven't really driven much in Montana. Maybe we can make our way up there. All right. A work truck. Yeah, let's do it. A truck hauling a truck. Let's go. All the way up to Lewiston, Montana. Yeah, that's not a bad job. Let's run this one. Good morning from Washington. Ghost emoji. Well, welcome into the chat. Jano, thank you, man. Thank you for the well wishes in the chat there, too. Big Country, welcome back, dude. It is good to see you. Thank you for that follow and the likes. Yeah, that's what I decided to do after the full-time streaming thing came to an end on our Facebook days, and I went back to college. I picked this job because, one, I knew it would be gratifying, right? Like I was saying, even on a really, really, really shitty night, you still feel like your job was worth doing. And so I like that. The stability of it, I like that. I thought about all kinds of different stuff when I made this choice. My brother-in-law is a nurse practitioner, so I've seen like his career as an NP, which I do eventually think I will become an NP, but I want to do it the right way. I want to get the right experience and go to the right school. There's a lot in the medical world right now about NP degrees. So like you got to get the experience, you got to go to the right school, you got to kind of be particular about those choices that you make. So I'm going to do that eventually, I think, but again, that's not anything I'm in a big hurry to get done. I just want my experience in the field right now. But I thought about a lot of stuff. How much money am I going to invest in my degree for how much money am I going to make on my job? This was really the best investment to income ratio that I could possibly find with my options that I had for colleges to go to and to keep it cheap and affordable. The job is interesting. I have like really bad ADD, and I knew the school would be interesting. I knew the job would be interesting enough to keep me focused, because if the stakes aren't high, I can't focus, right? I just can't do it. And so that was part of it. And then the 312s thing was a big part of it too, because I love streaming. I love doing what we're doing right now with these games, and I love making music and doing my music streams and playing a random gig at a bar or a restaurant on a random night for, just for fun. I like writing music and doing all that kind of stuff. And so the 312 thing was another good thing about it, because I can work 3 days a week. I hit my full-time hours. 12-hour shifts are really like 14 usually, but you get your full-time hours, you get a good solid paycheck. You do nothing but work for 3 days straight, but then you get 4 days off, and I can really invest into these hobbies. I can do whatever I want to do with streaming. I can do whatever I want to do with music, and I don't ever have to worry about if I'm making a lot of money in these hobbies. I don't have to make my hobbies profitable because I'm getting my full-time income those 3 days that I'm at the hospital. So a lot of pros. There's some cons. There's some things about the job that suck, but all around, I like it a lot. I agree with you, Big Dog. I like it a lot. It's a gratifying thing to do, and the rewards are awesome. Like, yeah, it's really just worth it. Make the color October like orange, you think? I like the lime green a lot. Yeah, I'm a big fan of this truck. What I want to do is remake it. If you guys notice, like, you see my border right here around me, it's like that cyberpunk neon type color. And if you are on vertical right now, at the very, very bottom of the screen underneath the gameplay, you see my name in the same like neon type cyberpunk style. I like that a lot, right? And I don't really know how to make truck skins. That's not my thing. A viewer made this truck for me a long time ago. I did not make this truck, but I want to redo this truck. Since I stream on all the platforms now, I want to get the Twitch logo off the back. Right, I want to get the Twitch logo off the back. and I want to have similar styling. Like, I like the vinyl layout on this truck, so similar styling to that, but I would like it to be in these neon type colors, this cyberpunk kind of style that you guys see in this frame I have around me, and in that branding down at the bottom of the vertical stream that says Tyler Mack right there. I think it'd be really cool to have the truck look like that. So I don't know, maybe I'll look into it and see if I can make my own truck, or maybe we'll luck out and we'll have a viewer come around one day that wants to make a truck for the stream. ZZ, thank you for the follow. Halloween, thank you for the follow on TikTok. We got Axel, we got Big Country, I got you earlier. Welcome to the crew, guys. Thank you for following up. Thank you for joining. We are now 10 followers away from our new follow record in a single live stream on TikTok, guys. Just 10 to go, and we break a record today. I think we can wiggle out of this, maybe. Hold on, let's see if we're getting any kind of rotation here. No, we're not getting out of this. We're not getting out of here. The Mechanic, thank you for that follow too, dude. Welcome in. Off on a journey in the tow truck. All right, we're going all the way up to Montana. We're hauling a little day cab here. It's raining now. I have no idea where we are on the map, but I do know that we're running this sucker all the way from, I think we were in North Texas or like Oklahoma area, and now we're going all the way up to Montana. All right, big dog, I'll see you in a bit. Thought a lot about stuff since I started working, like a new TV and PC, just to name a few things. Yeah, I got a list of stuff I want to do now that I've got my career rolling. And I mean, I think nurses should make more money than we do, but where I live, like a generally low cost of living area, like it's enough. You know, it's enough to get by and have some extra to take care of things and save up money, retire eventually. If you're in a high cost of living area though, or a state that pays really poorly, it's really not that great. But where I am, it's okay. So I got a list of things I want to do, but right now, like I said, I'm just trying to save up as much money as I can, because I spent a lot of money to go to college. I went to college as cheap as possible, but it still wasn't cheap. So I'm trying to save up and kind of get some cushioning, some emergency accounts and stuff, and then after that, I'm going to start putting money into music and the streaming thing, the gaming stuff again. Need to get a new computer built. And then I'd like to be recording a new song about every month or two. I'd like to be recording a new song with my music channels and releasing that out to Spotify as professionally as possible, right? The project I have out right now on Spotify, I recorded that as cheap as possible. Drive by feel, Gavin, yeah, I'm hardly watching the road. Just driving by like sense, right? Like psychic ability to just move the truck. But no, pretty poorly, honestly. Reckoning everything. But yeah, that's the goal. Eventually, I'd like to be releasing a new song every couple months and putting good money into the recording process to make quality songs. Because the music I have on Spotify right now is done as cheap as I could possibly do it, and it's like barely even mixed and mastered, because I used one guy to record it and mix and master it and everything, and he even self admits that he's not a great mixer and masterer when it comes to music. He's more of like the recording engineer type thing. But I think I recorded that whole project. I got 6 songs, an EP up, 6 different songs, and I did the whole thing, I think, for like $700. All the songs in total for $700, and that's dirt cheap. That really is dirt cheap, and it's a good deal. But you can tell, right? Like, I can make way better music than that if I have the money to put into it. Watch out! Oh dang it! I thought we were gonna slide by right there. Excuse me, Mr. Fireman. Don't mind me. We're just gonna stay on the highway because that's where we need to be. It goes this way, and that's good enough. Exactly, Gavin. Exactly, dude. You know what's up. But yeah, it will take like on the lower end of quality, it'll take roughly around 800 to 1,000, really a little bit of give or take there. So I'd say about $800 to $1,200 per song to make a really good quality product for Spotify and stuff. So it's pretty expensive, but if you're only doing it like every couple months, it's not too insane, I don't think. So that's what I'm going to start doing eventually. Once I get a little bit of an emergency fund saved up, I'm going to start trying to put around $1,000 into music every couple months and just kind of release one song every month or two, depending on how things are looking with the money to invest in it. And you can get a pretty high quality product if you're putting around $1,000 into each song. Which before I went back to college is something I could never consider doing, but now I can. Why can't I turn? Why couldn't we turn, dude? We were glued on that rail. All right, let's back her up a little bit. It's not an emergency. It's not an emergency. We're perfectly safe. All right, on the road again. Yeah, I'm excited for that stuff to come around. You guys can look up the music in the bio, or you can go to tylerdan.com, tylerdan.com, or just at tylerdan music on any of these platforms. And you can follow me over there. I'll be doing a music stream at some point this weekend. It'll probably be Sunday night, I'm guessing. But I will be doing a music stream at some point. And I upload music videos every day, Monday through Sunday, in addition to these gaming videos we do every day, Monday through Sunday. We got 10 hours on the road. We're in Wyoming. Quick, fast, and in a hurry, y'all. We've gone from Texas to Wyoming in like 10 minutes. That ain't too bad. What are those Google cars? Well, I've not even noticed those. You guys see that car with that camera back there? They put freaking Google Maps in trucks in. Since when, dude? All right, please pull in for a vehicle inspection at the nearest weigh station. Let's get in here. Weigh us quick. Pop. All right, we're gone. See you later. Let's just cut through the grass here, clip some poles, no big deal, and we're off. That's how a weigh station works, right? That's how it's supposed to go. I'm gonna have to ease up on these turns. Now that we've gotten into Wyoming, the turns have gotten pretty sharp. They got a whole different thing going on over here. Look out, man. Oh, damn. All right, we're about 20 minutes out from the 2-hour mark here on the stream, y'all. I think we're going to get up here. We're going to do maybe one more run. And then we'll wrap it up, and I'll be back on tonight with either Flight Sim or Skate, depending on if Zach joins up. Noel, what's up? What's your follow age, man? I can't see the chat bots in my chat, but I can see you. What's up, Noel? Welcome in on Facebook. What is your follow age these days, dude? Yee. Yep.
Wow.
have the Yee Yee soundboard anymore, but I got that. I still got that at least. All right, we're just gonna go to this side of the road apparently. Man, my turn radius is not good on this controller. Hold your breath, we're looking good. Damn, 1,835 days. I don't know how it just got considerably harder to drive in Wyoming. It's blowing these cars off the road. It has got man, yeah, it got a lot harder to drive since we hit Wyoming. The roads just don't feel right. Excuse me, Cadillac. Oh, come on, truck. We should have hit the Cadillac. That's what we should have done. Should have hit the Cadillac. All right, we've been wedged up like this, man. We've gotten jackknifed in this thing several times today, and I've not been able to pull out of it, but this one we're getting. Yep, we're gonna get out of here. A 5-year badge. Crazy, man. It's crazy that much time has gone by, right? It doesn't even feel like maybe it feels like 2 years ago. The Facebook days feel like 2 years ago, right? 5 years, man. It's wild. I'm just glad to be back, Noel. I'm just glad to be back. Hey, that's good, man. Quit driving OTR, doing regional home daily. That's nice. That's the life right there. Yep, that's the beginning of Facebook for sure. And now here we are again. Things have definitely changed. But it's been nice, dude. Like I was saying, it's been nice to be back. I've been streaming a few times a week at least. It's been nice to have some consistency again. And we're gonna, my work schedule, I was telling chat earlier, but my boss has pretty much confirmed that most of the time, it's not gonna happen every week, but most of the time, I'm gonna work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So that's going to mean that Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday we're free and clear for streams most of the time. But once I get that schedule block starts in 3 weeks, and then that 6 weeks clear of Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays. So once I get that schedule block, I'll post a schedule on Discord. Exclamation mark Discord in the chat. If you're on TikTok, link in the bio. Yeah, I'm going to post a schedule up on Discord. So we'll kind of have a stream schedule 6 weeks at a time as I put in my schedule blocks. But majority of the stability is going to be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, if that makes sense, right? So we're generally going to be streaming Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. It does. Juan, what's up, my friend? Welcome back. Good morning, Ty. Good to see you streaming. Feels like normal again. It does. Yep. Back on ATS, dude. Everything feels nice. Just right back where we used to be. Yeah, I'm proud of it, man. I'm happy. Look out. Yep, I was just telling Noel it doesn't feel like 5 years ago. His follow age is 5. He has a 5-year badge. And I'm sure you do too, Juan. You were one of the first people to follow me on Facebook. You might have been the first. You had a first something. You were either my first subscriber or maybe you were definitely one of the first followers for sure. Back on the Facebook page. Look out, look out. All right, we're good. Let's see if we can kick this car. I just want to do it. Oh, damn, did we ever kick that car? And we got some karma. Holy crap. Good God, dude. All right, that car's gone forever. It's just never coming back. And instant karma. We're in a field. We're locked in a field. There's no way. We stuck the landing though. Let's make a note there. We stuck the landing, but man, we are stuck in a field forever. All right, Leah, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the crew. Leah brings us now to 68 followers. I think, guys, we're like 8 or 9 followers on TikTok away from breaking our record completely. All right, let's get out of here. Let's try to get out of here if we can. That was a good shot though. I purposefully went to kick that car and we got what we did. We stuck the landing, big dog. We stuck the landing. Alexi, thank you for the follow. Dub Hat Bro says, Daniel, thank you, man. Guns up. All right, enter. We don't really have anything to repair. Let's do though. Get us a little sleep while we're here. It's 9:20 at night right now. Where can we go to bed? I think we just kind of back up into one of these spots back here. We might be able to get it to pop. You hear the sirens, guys? They're looking for us. They're looking for me. Leah says, please, that made me laugh. That was a good one. That was a really good clip. But yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, I think you were the first subscriber, Juan. I think that's right. The first sub on Facebook. Yeah, it's great to be back streaming, dude. That's what we were just chatting about before you hopped in. It's real nice to be back streaming and have that consistency. And again, I'll upload those schedules on Discord as I get them. But I've got to figure out, like, now that some of y'all are here, like especially some of my older viewers that remember the days of Facebook and like full-time streaming back then, I got to figure out what I'm going to do about this night shift thing, right? Like streaming late at night is great. I really do like it, and the streams are doing really good. I think especially with TikTok, streams are doing really good wherever I'm at, whatever time schedule I've popped on. It's been doing all right. Lost some of the old school peeps. Yeah, for sure, dude. Our channel was somewhere around 15,000 and now it's at 13, but I was gone for 3 years, man. Like, I expect subscribers to fall off over on Facebook at least. But yeah, we're getting really good growth, dude. We're getting slow rolling growth on like Twitch and Kick and YouTube and Facebook, but things are active and moving. And then TikTok is on fire, knock on wood. The TikTok streams have been doing crazy good. We're at 69 new followers for the stream today. Been live for almost 2 hours. 69 new followers. I think our record is 75. You know, I did take a picture of it, actually. I can look at that picture in a second and see what our record is. Yeah, we're breaking records for growth on the TikTok stuff, so it's working out nice. But what I was saying, Juan, is I got to figure out what I'm going to do about the night shift deal. Because I work those 312 straight, I don't do anything but work for 3 days, so we don't get any streams. I do have videos going up every day, Monday through Sunday, guys. Yeah, we're going to do Flight Sim probably tonight, Noah. If Zach doesn't jump on, I'm going to stream Flight Sim tonight. It'll be after midnight, probably, a bit of a later stream. But yeah, Flight Sim is right around the corner. The brand new Flight Sim, the career mode Flight Sim. Flight Sim 24 or 25, whatever they call it. But yeah, I got to make up my mind on how I'm going to work this out, right? So what's been happening for the first couple months of my residency, I was working like all over the place. They had me on day shift for a number of weeks and they moved me to night shift, and I would work, schedule was crazy. Like, I'd work one day, be off another day, work the next day. It wasn't 3 in a row at all. It was kind of all over the place. I had sim labs that I had to go do on my days off, and homework and crap to do for the residency on my off days. So it was just real hectic at the beginning, but now it's stabilized, and I still don't have the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday thing. That starts in like 3 weeks. This coming up week I am working Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, but that's coincidence. But yeah, when the new schedule block starts, it's kind of confusing. When the new schedule block starts, it will be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday 90% of the time. But what I've been doing, man, is at first I was just staying on night shift, like coming home even on a day off. I would still sleep during the day and stay up all night because I'd have to go back to work like a day later. Now though, I'm getting 4 or 5 days off in a row. And so, yeah, Noel, I'm an RN. Yep, medical field. But now, yeah, I'm getting 4 or 5 days off in a row, and I don't know, I'm kind of accidentally flipping my schedule from night shift. I'm not even really trying to do it, but I'm working these wild ass shifts at work. you never do anything but work, right? You come home, you eat and shower and go to bed and wake up and go to work for 3 days straight. And it's really not bad because you get 4 days off or 5 days off afterwards, so it really pays off. The 3 days is not bad, but you feel like you don't take a breath unless it's in the hospital for 3 solid days, right? You're just constantly, that's just where you live. And the reward is a big chunk of days off that most people don't get. Most people only get 2 days off a week. So it's a nice payoff. I think it's 100% worth it. But I don't know what to do about this night shift, day shift thing, because I'm getting off of those 3 shifts, right? And I'm coming home and trying to decide what I'm going to do. Am I going to stay up all day and then go to bed at a normal hour and switch my schedule for my 4 days off? And then at the end of those 4 days, I kind of have to start staying up real late to go back around to night shift sleep time. It's kind of rough to do that. That's what I did last week. And last week I did it on purpose. I wanted to try it out and kind of see what I liked. So I did it on purpose last week. This week I did it on accident. This week I got home, my water heater busted during the week. And so I got home, and instead of going to bed, I was calling plumbers and everything, trying to figure out if somebody could come to my house and replace our water heater. And long story short, nobody has. It'll be Monday before my water heater works again, so that kind of sucks. But I ended up staying up all well into the day. I didn't go to sleep until 12 or something, and then I woke up for dinner and hung out with my wife for a little bit. And I was gonna stream that night, but I was still exhausted because I didn't go to sleep when I got home from work. And then I ended up going to sleep at a normal time, and I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning. And I jumped over here and started streaming around 8. Got me some coffee and ate breakfast and kind of did some stuff around the house, and then jumped on stream. Which is more or less, that's exactly what I did last week. Last week I did it on purpose. This week it kind of just happened. But now I'm on a day shift mindset, right? Just out of nowhere. Woke up at 4 a.m. and now it's 10:30 in the morning. Normally that'd be 10:30 at night for me, but now it's real confusing. It's real confusing, and it's real strange. But I don't know how I'm going to work it out on a regular deal yet. Basically what I'm trying to say is, when I do get into that flow and we're working Wednesday, Thursday, Friday consistently, I know my schedule every week, right? Once we get into that workflow, I don't know what I'm going to do. If I'm going to try to just stay in a night shift mentality for my 4 days off, or if I'm going to keep doing this switch thing, right? But because I did the switch thing, switching back over to days, I kind of lose a night being able to stream with y'all, right? I got off Friday morning at 8:30. I could have gone to sleep, woke up and streamed Friday night, but instead I fell asleep, and now instead we're streaming Saturday morning, right? So we didn't really lose the stream. It just kind of moves the time frame a little bit, because I am still going to stream tonight. But I don't know. This week I'm going to kind of try a hybrid of the 2 ideas. I'm doing this early stream right now just because I was awake, so why not? But I'm going to stream late tonight. I'm going to try to stay up past midnight tonight. I'm going to kind of get a nap this afternoon, probably hang out with my wife, do some stuff around the house, maybe go out. And then I'm going to try to stay up late. I'm going to stream after midnight tonight. But instead of going to bed at 8 or 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to try to go to bed at 5 or 6 and kind of be halfway between the worlds for this week and see how that works. But it's going to take us a few weeks, man, to grind out the details. It's going to take a few weeks to figure out exactly when and what I'm going to be streaming. But we got a few weeks before my schedule sets up as constant Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So it's a good time to be experimenting with the sleep schedule. And then we'll figure it out, and I'll post it on Discord. When my 6-week schedule block pops up, I'll post on Discord exactly when and what days I'll be streaming. And same thing for the music channels. I'll post on the Discord exactly what days I'll be streaming music. But guys, do remember, I do have videos going up every single day, Monday through Saturday, or Monday through Sunday. Every single day of the week, there's a video popping up on all the channels, music and gaming, at 4:30 p.m. Central Time. So if you guys can, watch those, like those, comment on those, Try to help those videos do good, because they're the content that I have going up. Even when I'm stuck at the hospital for 3 days straight, those videos are still posting. So Monday through Saturday, 4:30 p.m. Central, be looking for those. All right, let me catch up with you guys. I've been kind of blabbering for a hot minute. If you work a nursing home, you get attached to the residents, and well, yeah, for sure, that happens in anything though, big dog. That happens for us too. My unit is oncology. So we don't do a whole bunch of oncology. My unit is also, unfortunately, GI. So we do a lot of that, which is not great. But taking care of people is a special job to have, man. So even the literally shitty parts of my job, just like with your stuff at the nursing home, it's worth it. But yeah, that's anything, especially those types of specialties where you're with your patients for a long period of time. Yeah, you build relationships with people, man, and a like real special kind of relationship with your patients, because you're taking care of them in some of the hardest moments of their life. So you build a different kind of bond with people, and yeah, there's an emotional toll to it. But like I said, all that I feel like is worth it to be able to be there and help people through that point of their life. There's nothing else like it. Billings. All right, we're discovering new areas. Noel says, I celebrate a milestone on October 18th. 3 years sober. Your sister's doing brunch and they're meeting my better. Noel, that's awesome, man. We're gonna do fire for that. We're gonna rain down hamburgers. We're gonna rain down hamburgers, man, because that's a hell of a milestone. Noel with 3 years sober coming up in October. Congrats, man. That's awesome. Where to buy a 10-gear shifter? I have no idea. I use a Logitech steering wheel, but I do not have a shifter. But I've liked my Logitech stuff, dude, and I'd go to the Logitech website and see what they got. Raining burgers, guys. Raining hamburgers. Where to buy the console and accessories? So the game's not on console. You got to buy a computer. Joshua, welcome to the chat. The PC, I buy most of my PC stuff on Newegg. Newegg.com is kind of like the Amazon for tech stuff, really. So I like Newegg quite a bit. You can find a lot of shit on Amazon too, to be fair, but yeah, I would go to Newegg.com, see what they got, look for sales. You can get a nice computer there if you're looking for a pre-built. You can get your parts there too if you're trying to build your own thing. And then the game is on Steam. The game is on Steam, and I got a Logitech steering wheel, so I would go to Logitech.com and see what they got for what you want, because I like my Logitech wheel a lot. I'm not using it right now, but I do like it. It's quality stuff. It has been, at least. I've had it for years too, and it holds up. All right, moving and rolling. We got 1 hour, 56 minutes until we get the spot. Okay, we're just jumping around. No big deal. Just some back-breaking rocks right there. No problem. We stuck the landing. Again, freaking professional. And we're going to do one more run, guys. We're 2 hours into the stream. 2 hours is what I kind of try to hit on the gaming stuff. But I'm going to do a little bit of a shorter run here, y'all. And then we'll call it quits. Maybe we'll get to about 2.5 hours here tonight or this morning. And again, I'll be back on tonight, guys, probably after midnight. It'll be a late stream, but I'm going to try to hop on with Zach and do some skate stuff. And if Zach is not on, then I will, I'll do some flight simulator tonight. See how that goes. Yep, Newegg, Steam, and Logitech. Yes, sir. That's what you need, Joshua. That'll get you set up. This game is coming to consoles. This game is coming to console. But it's not there yet. If you're thinking about buying a gaming PC just for Truck Sim, it might be worth looking it up and seeing what the timeline is. I don't really know what the timeline is for their console port, but American Truck Simulator is on the way to consoles. So check that out before you buy a computer. If you want to buy a PC just for this game, I would check it out. Make sure maybe you don't want to wait for the console version, because gaming PCs aren't cheap. But if you want to play other stuff, right? I mean, gaming PC opens you up to a lot more versatility in the world of gaming than the consoles do. So it's worth it if you're going to play a lot of different games. It's worth it to have a computer. if you're gonna buy a computer just for Truck Sim, I would maybe not and wait for the console port, right? Because it'll be on Xbox and PlayStation eventually. Jeremy, what's up, man? Long time no see. 4 years of following. Hell yeah. Awesome, dude. Thank you for 4 years of support. We got a lot of our old school viewers back in, especially on the Facebook page. Coming through the streams now, man. It's good to see you guys and catch up. It has been good to see you guys and catch up on stuff. Oh, e-brake. Hold on. Hold on. I forgot how to use the Jake brake. There's a way to engine brake. Forgot how to use it. Is it E? I don't remember the button. Let's see if it's E. That's the emergency brake, I think. Damn. I'm just gonna kind of spam some buttons. Have you checked out the new trucking simulator game they're bringing out? No. Is it the same developer as this? If it is, man, they got a lot going on. They got a lot going on if that's what's happening, because the console port's on the way. What's the new game called, Jeremy? I'm assuming it's a competitor to Truck Sim, right? To ATS. That would be my guess. Xbox S, excuse me. New Extreme and Logitech, Xbox S. I don't know. I'm not on the console right now, so. But yeah, it's coming to a new generation consoles for sure. But as to when, I don't know. All that we know is that they're working on console ports, I think. I don't think they have a timeline or anything. So it could be years, right? For all I know, it could be years before it comes to console. So, but yeah, you'll just have to make your own choice there, dude. If you feel like it's worth it to buy a computer, then go for it. If you want to wait, though, it will be on consoles eventually. Oh, there it is. I'm like, where the hell are the fuel pumps for diesel? They're over here. We're gonna go way around. We're gonna take a loop here. B is J brake. Hell yeah, it is. Man, you hear that? Sounds good. Alexi, thank you for the advice, man, over on the TikTok chat. E is engine, B is Jake brake. All right, let's fill up real quick. We're just gonna top off the fuel. Road Kings, same developers as SnowRunner. Okay, I like SnowRunner quite a bit. I never played Mud Runner. I did play SnowRunner. Scheduled for 2026. All right, that's gonna be something worth keeping our eyes on, though. Yeah, it's called Road Kings. If it's coming from a game like SnowRunner, they have some really good. That's kind of a simulator game, right? It's kind of like a driving simulator. It's a lot different, but it's cool. Good game. I like it a lot. We need to bring that to the channel at some point. We can try to play that on the streams at some point because it's a good one. You kind of just reminded me of it, man. I hadn't even thought about SnowRunner since I came back. I do have Euro Truck Sim. I don't play it nearly as much as I play American Truck, though. But yeah, I do have Euro Truck. Still waiting on GTA 6, you and me both, man. I think half the world's waiting on Grand Theft Auto 6, no doubt about that. But yeah, dude, we're gonna have to keep our eye out for that. Road Kings coming out from the same devs as SnowRunner. I'm gonna check that out, man. Do they have trailers out already, or is there any kind of gameplay we can watch? All right, there's our spot right there. Do some NASCAR. Yeah, NASCAR's fun, man. NASCAR, though, is Heat 5 like the last good thing they did? I don't even know if they've done a game since then. I do know they were talking about a game after Heat. I don't know if they ever actually did it, but they were changing the name, right? It's been a while. I have to update myself on the news, but yeah, NASCAR Heat 5 is what we did on Facebook, and yeah, we did a charity event on NASCAR with Prestige back in the Facebook days, and it was a lot of fun. We did the Daytona 500. A bunch of streamers came together and did it. I think it ended up raising like $30,000 for a child cancer hospital. So really cool stuff. That was really sweet. That, and every now and then we would stream some NASCAR heat back in the day. Yep. But that big event, that was like one of the only big events I ever did as a streamer. But it was cool. I don't remember how much my stream specifically donated. I think we made a couple grand or so, you know, for the cause. But the whole thing together, because there was a bunch of Facebook simulator streamers that came together to do that, and I think the whole thing got like $30,000 or $40,000 in donations for that hospital amongst all the streamers. So that was really cool. I still have the card on my. You guys can't see it probably, but on that bookshelf back there, there's a little card, like a postcard that the kids at that hospital drew for us. And it's back there. It's one of my prouder things I have. It's pretty cool. But yeah, so yes, the answer is we have done some NASCAR. But I think the NASCAR games, like, they did something weird. NASCAR Heat 5, if I'm thinking of the right stuff, is the last good game they made. If they've even made anything since then. So that's kind of sad, right? That kind of sucks. Let's do this. We got a pickup truck, a Ford pickup truck going to Missoula, Montana. I think that's how you say that. Let's go that way. Yeah, I kind of want to go this way. This is going to be the last run of the day today. But when we jump back into another truck sim stream, probably tomorrow night, I want to kind of make our way through Idaho. So I'm thinking it'll be good to get our way over here. And then I'm thinking we come back up here somewhere, northern Idaho, and then I want to work our way back down and all the way down into Texas. So we're going to be looking for runs like that on the next live stream. I think this one right here is going to put us in a pretty good spot to work our way. Oh, hold on. That was the wrong. Hold on. All right. That was the wrong job site. Let's see what we have in here. Same idea though. I'm trying to get towards that northern point of Idaho. All right. That doesn't look like the right trailer. That is the right job though. Okay. All right, let's see if we can go pick that up. That looked like it was on a flatbed though, and we got a low loader. It was a blast smashing into Ty because I can't drive. It was a lot of fun, man. It was a lot of fun. This is a copy and paste. Don't hate me. Road King. No, you're good. That's a big ass comment though. I mean, do you do NASCAR? See, this is a copy and paste. Road Kings is a next gen truck simulation video game developed by Saber Interactive and published by Focus Entertainment. Set to be released in 2026. I think 2026 is going to be a pretty good year for games overall. For PlayStation 5, Xbox, and PC, players drive a 40-ton semi-truck delivering cargo across a richly detailed world inspired by the real-life Florida-Georgia border. Okay, so maybe a bit of a small map though, right? The game features realistic truck physics, a career progression system from rookie to owner-operator. Chat move, let me find my spot here. Owner-operator, asynchronous multiplayer, and a narrative involving a threatening corporation to community disasters. Okay, that might be kind of cool. Maybe a little bit more of like a roleplay aspect of Truck Simulator that ATS doesn't have. Look at that, guys. A whole In-N-Out, a real In-N-Out burger. You guys want some French fries? Okay, that'll be good. I just looked. NASCAR 25 comes out October 14th. That's in 10 days, man. This year, October 14th, 2025. Yeah, that would be I'll definitely check that out, Noah. I'll keep that on the list. So we got to look up that game, Road Kings. I want to see if there's any trailers out or anything for it. And it looks like we might be getting a new NASCAR game. That'll be something worth playing. I think that'll be fun. I do consider like the NASCAR games pretty close to simulators. They're definitely sport games, but I do consider them in the vein of what we do. When we're talking about simulator games, it's kind of if they're good, if it's a good racing game, I consider a really good racing game in the same vein as a simulator. So that's kind of something I'll main. And again, guys, I do play all kinds of stuff. I mostly do these simulators. most of the time I'm playing simulator games, but every now and then I'll play something different. I'll play some survival stuff. I'll play some RPG stuff. I'll play some sports games here or there. But simulators are the main deal. iRacing Media. Oh, iRacing is dropping the NASCAR game? Really? Alright, it'll be good then if they do it. Road Kings does have trailers. I believe there's one out. You drive through a hurricane. I'll check that out. Yeah, I need to look that up, man. That sounds pretty cool. Yeah, it kind of sounds like that Road Kings game is gonna not necessarily directly compete with Truck Sim, right? It kind of sounds like a whole different thing. If that makes sense, like a whole different idea. A little bit more of a narrative, story-driven type deal. Maybe a smaller map, which isn't awesome, but if it's a really good detailed map and it has a narrative-driven story, that could be pretty sweet. That could be worth playing. Madden 25. I like NCAA a little bit better. But yeah, I played Madden in those years where we didn't have NCAA forever, right? I played a little bit of Madden. But you'll probably beat me, Noel, in Madden. When it comes to Madden, I always put my sliders up and just kind of play for the hell of it. I will say, man, Madden, and I guess I haven't really done career mode stuff in NCAA. I did a lot of career mode stuff in Madden. I haven't really done career mode crap in NCAA yet, but Madden could really, and I get that people don't play it for that, so it's kind of a secondary thought in their development process, but Madden could really use some work in the career mode area. Yeah, I always liked the NCAA games better. Yeah, back in the day, I always preferred NCAA college football over Madden. And then you guys know NCAA went away forever. We just didn't have NCAA for years. But now we got NCAA college games back. And I played it briefly. I think it's on Game Pass. I need to play a little bit more, but I didn't really play it too much. That was like in that period of time where I was just too busy to play much. But yeah, I will say, man, I like the idea of career mode in those kinds of games because it does kind of add like a narrative, story-driven aspect to playing sports games, which sports games can be real repetitive. So that kind of takes away from that redundancy, I guess, if that makes sense. But Madden's career mode is kind of shit. At least it used to be. I haven't played the new one, so maybe they're making ground. It's getting better. But like I said, that's not really what most people play the game for, so I get that they don't really put a lot of effort into it. Yeah, I can't remember what states it was, but it was 3 states. I remember that, I'm pretty sure. It might have been 4, but I'm pretty sure it was 3 states in total. Jeremy says, I don't even remember what the map was when Truck Sim came out. Now it's just massive. It is. It's crazy how big this game has gotten. I played OT as a regular game, no mods, and fines on. It takes forever to move across multiple states. Yeah. Yep. I want to start a regular save again too. Eventually, some vanilla stuff. Grind up the game. Play vanilla. Yeah, I can't remember what it was. I know it was California. I'm pretty sure it was Nevada. California, Nevada. I think there were 3. It was just a few states though when it first came out. Yep. Wasn't a lot going on. And now we've got half the country in the game. It's pretty cool. Definitely made some improvements. Was it California, Oregon, and Washington were first? Okay. Then Nevada. Okay. Yep. So it was 3 at first, right? I knew California was in it. Hey, there's a little wreck, not much. So Juan says California, Oregon, and Washington. Yeah, I think that feels right. Yep, California, Oregon, and Washington were first. And then Nevada came out. Yeah, I think you're on it right there. Yep. Yeah, Jeremy, they're working on more states right now. They're working on the Dakotas. They're working on Louisiana. Yeah, they're working on more of them. All right, big dog, I'll see you around, man. Thanks for hanging out today, dude. It's been good to catch up, man. I hope you're doing good, and I will hopefully see you again on another stream soon. Again, I'll be live tonight. I don't know yet, Flight Sim or Skate, but we'll be live tonight on something probably after midnight. And then tomorrow, we'll see when and what, but I will jump on again tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, I'm going to have to stay up kind of late, too, because I need to start moving my schedule back to night shift. So tomorrow night, we might stream well into the morning. Is Minnesota in Truck Sim yet? I'm not sure. I don't have any of the new states yet. Sarah, thank you for 1,202 likes. Damn, that's a lot of taps. Thank you for 1,200 likes, Sarah. A lot of taps. Guys, we're super shy, just barely shy of that follow record on TikTok. I don't think we're going to break the record tonight. Come on, truck. Yeah, we're wedged. Look at this, guys. We're just wedged up right there. I do have one wheel on the ground, though. It ain't gonna happen. Ninja, thank you for the follow, bringing us to 70 new followers. We're gonna tow out right here, and I'm gonna take a look while we're doing this and see what that record was, because I have a picture of it. I was thinking I don't remember the record, and I don't remember the record, but I do have a picture. The record is 75. All right, I couldn't remember if it was 70 or 75. Ninja, you bring us to 70 new followers. The record is 75. The like record is 67,000, so we're not close to breaking that one, but it would be pretty wild if we ended up breaking that follower record. But I don't know if we'll get it today. But if we don't get it today, there's always another stream. And we got really damn close, which is awesome. Yeah, we are 5 more for the goal. That is right. All right, I'm gonna have to be taking pictures of that thing after stream, so that way I can remember what our goals are, what our records are to break. Thank you for the share. 5 friends. Ninja, thank you for the shares, man. Trying to help us hit that goal here at the end. She's on your TikTok stream. Just brought up the time I sent your truck flying into the bridge. We had some good times, man. I don't know if you were here earlier, Jeremy. I was talking about doing convoys, but we're going to do convoys again. We'll definitely get some convoys going again. And Matt, thank you for the follow, man. Let's get some fire in the chat. Thank you for the follow, Matt, on TikTok. Now 4 away from the record. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Trash Trucking Enterprises. Remember, this is Trash Trucking. The old one was Crash Trucking, but now with the Tyler Mack name, it's Trash Trucking Enterprise, which I guess is Ty's Relocation and Shipping Hub. TRASH. Yep. All right, we got us a little work truck, guys. That's cool. That's new cargo. I've not seen this cargo before. Oh, look out. Head-on collision. All right, we're good. I think everybody's safe inside that bus, guys. They're going to get their money back. Honestly, it's a good thing. They're going to contact Greyhound, and they're going to get refunded. They might all be crippled, but they're going to get that bus ticket back, and that's what matters. That's what's important. All right. Ralph, thank you for the like on Facebook. Noel, Anthony, if I missed you guys earlier, thank you for the likes on Facebook. Yeah, for sure, man. We got to do it. And again, I don't know what all you guys are on these days. Can y'all start tapping? My fingers hurt, says Sarah. I wouldn't worry about the like goal, but likes do help get traction on the stream. But yeah, Sarah, you've tapped. You've given us probably half those likes. I definitely appreciate it. Lawsuit en route for trash trucking. Yeah, now that I think about it, we're gonna have to pay for those bus tickets, actually. Yep, that's right. Yep, that's right. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know what you guys are all playing on now, but if you're on a Windows computer or if you have an Xbox, Flight Sim is on Game Pass. Which, yeah, it just made me think about that. Did you guys see that they are increasing the price of Game Pass by 50%? I've been an Ultimate Game Pass member ever since Mixer. When I was partnered on Mixer, we actually got it for free. Very nice. Because Microsoft owned Mixer. So when I was partnered on Mixer, which is basically a knockoff of Twitch, but Microsoft owned it. And they gave all of their streamers, all of their partnered streamers, they gave them free Game Pass. And so I had the ultimate tier of Game Pass. Back then, there may not have even been tiers, I don't know. But I had the best Game Pass there was. And we didn't have to pay for it when I was a Mixer partner. And then when Mixer sold to Facebook, we got it for another year. Right? Like in the Facebook deal, somehow Mixer or Microsoft gave Facebook the ability to give us Game Pass too. And so then all the Facebook partners had Game Pass for a year for free. And I think it ran over for a little while. Like they didn't turn it off for some reason. They just didn't turn it off. Thank you for the likes, guys. I see you popping up here on the screen. 39,000 likes now, 71 new followers. We are... If we get 5 more, we break the record. If we get 4 more, we tie the record. So, but anyway, yeah, that was really cool. I like that. But I kept it, right? So eventually the Facebook deal with free Game Pass, it went away. But I thought the value of Game Pass was so good that I kept my subscription. And I've just always had the ultimate tier of Game Pass, and I think it was like $16 or something, $20, whatever it was. Kind of expensive, but most of the stuff I play, honestly, most of the stuff I play on console, even a lot of the stuff I play on computer, it's on Game Pass. So it's been worth it for me. I've not really bought very many games in several years because of Game Pass. Always well worth the money to me, but now it's going up to $30, man, which is a lot of money for a subscription service. Yep, Game Pass Ultimate, I think $30 is the new mark, which is pretty wild. Quite a bit too much. $20 is almost too much. It's still worth the value at $20, really, but $20 is top of the mark, I think, for what Game Pass gives you. $20 is the end of the value, I think. And now they want $30 for the ultimate. Ralph, what's that follow age, man? Do you only have PC? Yeah, it's both of them, yeah. Yeah, it's PC and console. Says Water is asking if I have the PC Game Pass or both. And yeah, I have both of them. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I shouldn't complain about it too much, because for like the little bit of time I was a Mixer partner, I got it for free. Then when Facebook bought Mixer, I still got it for free for like another year. And then Facebook didn't turn it off when the year was up. I still got it for free for another number of months. I don't remember, 4, 5, or 6 extra months I got free Game Pass. Because Facebook just kept paying for it. Unintentionally, I think. But yeah, then eventually it popped up and told me, like, you're gonna not have Game Pass unless you sign up for it. And so I signed up for it. The value was well worth it. Yep. But yeah, it went up quite a bit. 20 or 50% increase on price for the ultimate tier, at least. I'm just PC only. It went up about $4.50 and still get all that I have now. Yeah, $4.50 is not crazy. I don't know what the PC only cost. I know there's not as many games on the PC only version, but still, it kind of sucks. $20, it was a hell of a deal. And something that I kind of liked about Game Pass, right, that I would do sometimes, I'll play some of those every now and then. I play like strategy games. I don't really like top-down games very much, but you have those games like, let me try to think of the word of them. I can't really think of them, but like City Skylines, right, or Mountain Blade Bannerlord, games like that, right, and Age of Empires, whatever you want to call those games. I don't even know the genre of that crap, but I do like to play those sometimes. And some of them are on consoles, but you can't do console commands on consoles, right? So you can't go into a save file and alter stuff. You can't like add points or add experience or money or whatever. You can't really do that on a console. But on a number of these games, it was kind of cool. You can cross save your compatibility with your Xbox app on the PC and your actual console. So I could play a game on the console and then get bored of it and be like, oh, I kind of want to add this, or I want to get into the game file and add money so I don't have to grind or whatever it is. I could come over to the computer, open that same save from my console, then I could get into the files and I could edit the files on the PC, then save the game on the PC, then go back over to the console, and I could have that modded save essentially on console where you couldn't have mods. So having both the PC and the console version of Game Pass was pretty cool because of that easy crossplay compatibility, and just getting all those games for free was pretty sick. Sarah Insane coming in with 2,000 likes now, 1,901. We're gonna round up on that for you. 2,000 likes, guys, from Sarah. Hot spots. I'm playing on the computer, man. Nice profile picture, bud. Got a Texas profile picture. I like it. You see my Texas flag back there? But yeah, oh damn, what a wreck. Just straight into a guardrail, no big deal, no problem. Yeah, we're playing on the computer. This game is only available on computer. PC went up 450. The Ultimate Game Pass gives you access to over 400 games, which really for 20 bucks is not that bad. No, like I said, really good value, man, for 20 bucks. If you bought all those games at $60, yeah, who the hell knows. But Pee-wee, what's up, man? Welcome to the chat. Thank you for that follow, bud. We got Pee-wee following on TikTok, bringing us to 72 followers. Just a few more to break that record, guys. 3 more and we will hit the record and tie it. 4 more and we will break the record, right? But we're running out of time to do it, y'all. We're almost to the end here. I'm surprised at how close we got. God, that was a wreck. That was not a good one. For some reason, we've been hitting these cars, and sometimes instead of sending them flying, which is what normally happens, we've been like locking up with them, and they've been taking us with, like, you know, they're saying, nah, if I'm going down, you're going down with me, and they're pulling us off the road. Ty, you crashed. Now we smell smoke. Check your engine. We're doing good on damage, though. We are driving through the dark, which I hate, but we're almost there. Yeah, I agree. I think, honestly, just because I stream, I'm going to keep Game Pass, right? Just because I stream, I'm going to keep Game Pass because of all the games it gives me, and I can also write it off as an expense. So it's a little bit of a different situation, right? But because I do make money streaming, and it's not my full-time job anymore at all, and honestly, I don't really want it to be, but because I do make money streaming, and there is an intent behind streaming with subscriptions and gifts and ad revenue and crap like that, there's an intent to make money with it. You can write off a certain amount of expenses, and Game Pass and like my video editing software and crap like that, that's an expense. So even though it went up to $30, and that sucks, and I don't really think it's worth the value anymore at 30 bucks, I don't think the value for Game Pass is worth it. 90% of the games really that I play are from Game Pass. Most of the stuff I play is off of Game Pass, and I'm gonna keep it just because at the end of the day, as long as I'm streaming and we're showing a little bit of income coming in off of streams, then I can write it off as an expense for the business of my streams. So I'm gonna keep it. But if I wasn't a streamer, if I didn't stream games at all, then I don't think I would. I don't think I'd keep it anymore. Here we go. Got to use the cabin view. Do they really work better? Hold on. Got to use the cabin view so your headlights actually do something. They kind of do look better. I don't know why my wheel's turning. They kind of do look better. Look at that. Look at that building over there, guys. What do you know? Let's go out here. Okay, it's kind of the same, but no, when you're out on the highway, it feels like your headlights don't do anything. That's why I don't like driving at night. Okay, guys, that is about to be a wrap for us. Let's see what we got here. I don't want to look at that. I want to get out of here. All right, we dumped it off. We are where we want to be when it comes to the map. Let's see, and we'll talk about our plans again for next time. Okay, so again, next stream, guys, again, probably tomorrow night, I think. We're going to jump in. I'm going to try to get to northern Idaho. Then we're going to work our way down through Idaho. We're probably going to go through Utah, New Mexico, and get back into Texas. If we're real lucky, we can cut it all the way over to Galveston. I am also probably going to buy these states this weekend. So we should have 4 new areas to get into this weekend. So we'll work our way all the way back down to Texas. And then from Texas, I have not driven in Oklahoma at all, apparently. I got Kansas. We haven't driven there at all, apparently. So realistically, we're going to have 6 more states to drive next time I go live. So we'll do that next time. Again, I will be live tonight, guys. I think real late. I'm going to probably stay up after midnight, jump on like 1 o'clock in the morning or something like that. If Zach jumps on, we'll be doing Skate. The new Skate game is kind of shitty, but it's kind of good in other ways. 50-50, it's all right. We'll probably stream that if Zach jumps on. It's fun. It's not a simulator, but it's fun. We'll do that a little bit. If Zach doesn't jump on, we'll get on some Flight Simulator and see how that does. Juan, thank you, man. Yeah, it's great to catch up with you guys. A lot of our old viewers on Facebook, man. It's been really good to see y'all in the chat. Really good to catch up. Again, I'm super happy to be back. Here we are. We're doing it. I get to stream every single week again. So I'm proud of it. It's exciting. And I'm glad you guys are still here. I want to say thank you guys for hanging on and being around. When I went to college for over like 3 years and I barely ever streamed. We're here. Like I've said in the Discord and announcements and stuff, man, all the stuff I put into motion to put myself in a place where we can do these hobbies for fun, have enough free time to do it, and have no worries about if we're making any money doing this stuff. And now we're here. All those goals have come and been achieved, and now we're where I was wanting to be all those years ago. So thank you guys for staying here. Thank you for still being here. I know a lot of times a streamer goes away for 3 years or more and the whole community is just dead in the water, and our community is not as strong as it used to be, but there's a lot of you guys that are still hanging around. So thank you guys for that. It's awesome. I will see y'all tonight. Thank you guys for all the success on the TikTok streams. We just barely didn't break the record, guys. Record of 75 new followers. We got 72 new followers on TikTok this morning. Still crazy, still insane to me, man. But we'll go for that record next time. We'll be back on TikTok later, and we will always shoot for that record. Trash trucking brings entertainment. Jeremy, thank you. All right, guys, have a good one. Thank you for an awesome stream. Have a good rest of your day. Enjoy your weekend. I'll see you guys tonight, hopefully, and if not, I'll catch you in the next few days after that. Take care, y'all. Thank you for an awesome stream again.